waiting for Breakman, shows RPGrinders. If you're not joining us live, we're live every Friday, 7 Eastern Time. We usually do a little bit of pre-show banter, and then we get into the mix with all kinds of shenanigans. A lot of political shenanigans this week, Eric. I don't even know what to say anymore, man. Government sucks, I guess. Is the best way I could put it, man. But yeah, lots of news today, it looks like, which is cool. A couple quick announcements for games. But we're going to do what we do best, try to entertain everybody while this shitty virus is going around. We will definitely be talking about the virus. We've got some homie discounts for you, looks like. What else? Some reviews. I got a couple of reviews for everybody. I'm gonna be reviewing the latest DC animation offering in Superman Red Sun, a movie called Snatchers, which is really surprising. So you're
Where'd
gonna
you watch Red Sun?
Huh?
Do you have DC Universe or something?
No, I rented it from the Redbox.
Oh, DVD only.
Yeah, just DVD. I the PlayStation up-reses it a little bit, so it looks a little bit better. But for an animated movie, man, I don't worry about those type of things, because they all look good.
It's so dumb. You think they'd fucking do Blu-rays?
Yeah, I know. I wish they would. I wish they would do 4K. I think that's a big...
What are they doing? They're treating it like a kid's thing because it's animation.
Yeah,
but
I know.
Red Sun's pretty violent and adult-oriented.
It is very adult oriented. Most of the DC cartoons are. That's what makes them so damn good, man.
Have you seen Harley Quinn?
I have not. I know it came out digitally, but I have not seen that yet. What else? GameStop.
But I'm not talking about the new movie. I'm talking about the actual series.
Oh, I have not even ventured into the series. I heard the first season wasn't great, but they're doing different things with the second season apparently. But no, to answer your question, I have not, Eric. GameStop sucks.
I didn't even know that Harley Quinn was on digital already.
Oh yeah, man. The movie studios are scrambling. I mean, Invisible Man came on today, which is an excellent movie. Everybody should watch that movie that's listening.
And Sonic's at the end of the month.
Yeah.
But I think it has more to do with Harley Quinn not doing well in theaters.
Yeah.
I mean, it did well enough, but when a movie's doing really well, it stays in theaters for a while.
Yeah. Wyland's in chat. What's up, Wyland? We're just doing a little pre-show banter before we get the show proper started.
Another reason is the virus, so they just wanted to get it out there.
I really liked Red Sun.
I won't be surprised if movies that were intended for theatrical release get digital releases.
No, the major ones are getting pushed out, man. They already moved. This weekend, starting yesterday, was supposed to be Quiet Place 2, which I was looking forward to. But they pushed that out. It wouldn't have went well this weekend here in Denver anyways, because not only is the virus wreaking havoc, which I think I'm getting sick. I mean, I hate to say it, but I think I'm getting sick. But that, and also...
You just had to get that reefer, didn't you?
Well, I always have reefer, man. But I grow my own. The only reason I go into dispensaries is just to get edibles, and that's only occasionally, I do go into smoke shops to get papers and, odds and ends. I bought myself a really nice bong. Which, man, bongs get you fucked up. I forgot how fucked up you get on bongs, man. But yeah, I got nice little bong piece. Yeah. But yeah, Wyland's in chat. What's up, Wyland? He says Red Sun is good. I was able to track down The Grudge 2 on Blu-ray. It's from the Netherlands, region free. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't mind that movie much at all. Wyland, that's a good movie. Wyland, you should get Shudder, dude. Shudder's pretty fucking good, man. I really like Shudder. There's a series on there called Deadlands, which is it takes a little while to get into. Because it's I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it's really good. I like it. Only the movie with no features. That does suck, man. Yeah. Lots to talk about this week, though, everybody. We're definitely going to talk more virus stuff because Congress is not handling this shit very well. I mean, it starts from the president on down. I'm going to be talking about some bullshit congressional insider trading nonsense. Um, some election fuckery, which I want to point out. What else? Then we have a couple of lighthearted free for all questions to kind of lighten the mood and not think so down on everything. By the way, Bernie still has a chance to win, Eric. I know he's been losing those states and all this, and they make it seem like doom and gloom. But I was looking at the delegates.
He's doing better than Obama was at this point.
Yeah, so he's not out of this thing, man. He still has a shot to win. And the more that Biden doesn't talk, I mean, Biden's screwed if he does, screwed, damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. Because if he doesn't talk, he seems like a coward, which kind of is. And if he does talk, he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. So it's a win-win for Bernie. So I'm thinking this thing will turn around. It's not over. So, Doom Eternal CE, yeah, man, that's I saw a little preview of that game, man. Looks really good. It looks very similar to the 2016, but I think there's enough differences that it might make it a purchase for me, Wyland, at some point. But I just spent some money. I got it's gonna be in my Sweeto. I'll give you, since you're in chat, I'll give you a little hint as to, or not hint. I'll just tell you what my Sweeto is. I got this really cool Funko. It's a gelatinous cube D&D Funko, which is really really fucking cool, man. I don't know. I haven't gotten yet, but I ordered it, so it's on its way. Um, Eric, have you heard of a game called Close to the Sun?
I think I remember a bit.
Yeah, I bought it. I haven't played it yet. I have no idea what it is, but I had a hard time. GameStop was having that. I didn't want to go into a GameStop store, so I just looked online, and they had a bunch of like 4 for $20 games, and I picked it up. I mean, I figured for $5 I should be able to get my money worth out of that. But yeah, downloading, that's cool, man. Yeah, Wyland, it's the gelatinous cube is it's really fucking cool, dude. I'll go ahead and show you on the screen here. I'm sure you've seen it, but what the fuck? Okay. Yeah, that's it. It's really fucking cool. I can't wait to get it, man. It's gonna look good with my other, I like the other D&D ones that they came out with. I just hope they don't start on that path making everything in D&D a fucking Funko, because I'll be hooked on that, getting all those motherfuckers. But I did pick up the Asmodeus because I'm Asmodeus, so why the fuck not? And the Mind Flayer one looks really cool. I don't know what the other one is, but I picked it up anyways just to have it. But now I have all the D&D ones, so I feel pretty happy. Gelatinous cube for sure, man. I ran into a gelatinous cube in D&D at one point. It's pretty funny. The only thing that you can really do is put fire on it, of course, but you get stuck in that, and that thing will digest you, man. But it's really cool. Let's see, what else do we got? Let me put this back here. We have. Let me get rid of that. Doom 64, yeah, that's an oldie but goodie, man. It's a great game. Let's see. Yeah, no, so that's gonna be pretty much the whole shebang of the show today. But we're here, so. And I will say I am getting sick, so I don't know about next week for me. But if nothing else, I'll get these guys on.
You
on
just
the
won't be
stream.
able to talk.
Yeah, man. My chest
You can
feels.
type in chat and be cranky about it.
Maybe it depends on how I feel, dude. Like right now, I kind of feel like ass, man. I'm you know, most of what I do on this show is talk. So if my chest is not allowing me to talk, then I don't know what to do, man. Maybe like you said, just type in and add my 2 cents. But let's see. Just waiting on break, man. If you're just joining us, the show is RPGrinders. I'm Frank, and I'm on with Eric. We're just waiting on Breakman to get in, and we will entertain you for the next couple of hours, hopefully. Let's see. Yeah, Wyland, he says, played a couple levels. Takes a little bit getting used to after Brutal Doom. Dude, Brutal Doom 64 is insane, man. But yeah, it should be fun, Wyland.
I
I'm
don't know
glad.
why anybody would want to play Brutal Doom. Do you want to play Doom but harder?
Oh, God,
I mean,
it's
see, I
brutal.
like the exploding limbs and stuff and the new weapons, but everything else about it can go fuck off.
Yeah. If you guys hear me drinking today, I apologize in advance, but like, I think I'm at the very first part of this fucking virus. I just don't hope I don't get too sick because I don't have insurance. So, I mean, this is me gonna be sequestering myself in my room and drinking fluids and hopefully getting through this fucking shit. That's all anybody can do, man. I just hope my parents don't get sick. Plus, I'm old as dirt. So, what do they say, Eric? Like, if you're above 60, it's not very good.
Well, Frank's like over 100, so
All right, let me get Breakman on in. Let's see here. Here we go. Yeah, let's see. Shadow Imps and Brutal Doom 64 should be added to a Dark Souls game. Doesn't Dark Souls have enough punishing shit as it is, Wyland? Jesus Christ, you want to make that game harder for me? Breakman, you're on the line. What's up, man?
Oh, what's up?
Not much, man. Are you staying not sick?
I don't know.
I'm sick. I think I'm starting to catch this thing, man. Like my chest feels like I don't know. I just can't get any wind, man. It's like one of those things. I don't have fever or, I got a minimal cough. I mean, I do have a cough, but that's kind of how this shit starts. So I don't know, man. So hopefully I can just get over it this week, and by next Friday I'll feel better, and whatever.
Well, stay the hell away from everybody.
I'm trying, dude. I'm in my room.
No.
I'm not going
Okay.
anywhere.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, I know.
No matter what it is, just stay away from everybody because fuck knows.
I know, man. This thing is crazy, man. Like, it's really hard on elderly people. People thought that children were a good big target of it too. Can happen to anybody. Anybody can die from this thing. I saw a 25-year-old woman that was in the hospital, and the only way she could breathe was to have oxygen going through her nose and to have a tube stuck in her artery, feeding her oxygen. Yeah, it's just the United States didn't take this seriously, man, and we're paying for it right now. And it's just it's terrible. We're gonna be talking about that, Breakman, along with a lot of other bullshit and politics that's going on. So
All right.
I'm sure you and I and Eric are gonna dissect what's going on in the world, and hopefully in the meantime we'll be a little entertaining for everybody out there that's listening, and whatever. Yeah, Shadow Imp sucks, Wyland. All right, you guys ready to go?
To be fair, the Chinese government failed us first.
Yeah,
For acting just like the U.S. did.
Yeah, that is true.
There's nothing wrong here. Everything's fine, even though the place is burning down.
Yeah, I know. But, I mean...
We're going to suppress the reports that scientists made.
That doesn't matter.
In fairness, they can't cause panic. They can't just shut everything down right at the beginning, and say, everybody get in their house and don't get out. I mean, they could have done that, but it would have caused a ripple effect that might have been worse.
No,
I don't know.
Talking about specifically them listing their reports so they could actually do something about it.
You know what's funny, Eric? Like, they built like this huge ass hospital within 10 days to deal with this. What's the U.S. doing? Nothing. It seems like nothing.
They're voting down bills that would give relief to people that are being quarantined.
No, they want to send everybody 600.
He's trying to sell shit, make sales, and have like public companies or private companies make their own like ventilators and stuff like that, and market them across. Like that's what he cares about right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's all he still cares. That's all he's ever cared about is money.
Yeah, and pacifying us all with $600 checks. That's what he wants to do. poor people get $600 to get through this fucking bullshit, man. I'm like, whatever. I mean, it's just so stupid. And I find it kind of funny, like, Bernie Sanders proposes all of this shit, and then everybody calls him a crazy crank. And then now, look, everybody's scrambling to do socialism. So it's like, come on, man. Whatever.
Yeah, I think it's funny, like, the ones who scream loudest, like, this anti-socialism. Now, like, they're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, socialism, socialism. Yeah.
Yeah, you just stay home. No, we don't want you to work. Here's money.
Never mind the fact that we did socialism for corporate welfare for years.
Oh, yeah. It's socialism for corporations and individual ruggedism is what it is, man. So Bernie Sanders is not crazy, people. Just let everybody know.
I have a question.
Yeah.
But do you happen to get larger tax returns like the more money you make?
Yeah, you're supposed to.
Over several years.
You're supposed to because the more money.
I've seen there was a big leap between this year and last year.
Well, I mean, even if they raise the taxed amount, you will still get paid more money. If you're in a if you make more money, you're going to get more money back, even when they take more taxes out.
Yeah.
Like, so it's an absolute absurd argument that they shouldn't be taxed more.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right, Breakman. All right, guys, let's get this party started. We got lots to talk about today. Thanks for joining the Grinders. Wyland, in chat, thank you so much for joining today.
Which I gotta get a TV tomorrow.
Yeah, what happened to your TV?
I'm waiting for my next for my state check to come in before I get my car fixed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you still got that problem, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, let's get this party started.
I would like to take its grand old time giving you your state check.
Oh yeah,
It's usually not long after. I know, but like, I wish I had gotten it the same day, but oh well.
Yeah, you know how I know we're all poor because you guys are getting like refund checks back. It's the like richer people that have to pay taxes. You know what I mean? Like you have to like actually pay at the end of the year. All right, guys, let's get started, man. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it through.
I'm lower mid class, that's why.
Yeah. All right. Well,
even though technically my poor ass wouldn't be. I mean, I come from that family, but that's the kind of job I have. Even though I don't get paid enough to actually really consider that.
Yeah. Well, enjoy your $600 check, Eric. That should get you through this virus. All right, here we go, man. Let's do this thing. And welcome everybody to episode 583 of RPGrinders. I'm your hopefully not COVID-19 host, Frank Branches, alongside my trusty cohorts, Eric the Great, Breakman the Bold. Gentlemen, it seems like you guys are okay for right now.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as you know. I mean, no symptoms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, guys...
We were talking about movies earlier, but like, I wonder with all the anime screenings up, it's like they probably could put those on streaming if they wanted to, and they're only doing these in theaters because they know they sell. But or at least most of them do. Like My Hero Academia is selling, but like smaller movies tend to not sell. But I have to wonder if those will make the shift to digital, and then they'll do a theatrical presentation later.
It's not a bad idea. I always thought that business was going to go to that way anyways, even without this virus. Slagar's in chat. What's up, Slagar? Just talking a little bit about this virus and... Oh man, I think I got it, guys. Like the beginnings of it, anyways. Like I feel like shit. Like my chest feels real heavy, and I'm coughing a little bit. So that's Shirtail, sign of
I'm not
telltale
sure
sign.
if whether or not I got it like all those weeks ago, and then I got reinfected like a week or 2.5 later, or whatever.
It's a
But
possibility.
I had something.
It's a possibility, Eric. There have been studies that you can get this virus again. It's not one of these where you build up, you get it, you build up kind of an immunity, and then you don't get it a second time. That's not the case with this. So it's
Is it
pretty.
a time where like if you get it twice, then you build an immunity?
It could be. I don't know to what's happening right now, other than the mortality rate. Other than that, it's fairly accurate. Let's see. Wyland's off for the next 2 weeks, which he gets paid for. That's kind of cool, man. Slager says, "While I'm not laid off at work like everyone else who works where I do, I am
My
off."
workplace should just shut down and then take that time to clean up the place.
Yep, I am off for a few days,
Just
and
get a cleanup crew.
the place is closed for. I mean, right now we can just consider it vacation, Slagar. But eventually, how long is it before we consider it like life and death? I mean, there should be a moratorium on mortgages and rent right now. I know. Oh, he says Green Bay.
I think in our state we've got a freeze on evictions and paying rent.
Well, that's good. I mean, all states should do that.
Those are things they're working on for sure. I don't know if they're done yet. They are working on a lot of remedies to take care of people.
Yeah.
Because the governor really wants people to stay home.
Yeah.
He's doing what he can to not make it spread in Ohio.
Are you guys like on lockdown yet, or has that not happened yet?
Not yet. To an extent, they're going more and more towards that.
Like restaurants are carry out only currently right now.
Yeah, that's how it is here.
But we're not like locked in our houses yet. We're not staying in place. Like we can still go to the grocery store, which now closes early, and go to the pharmacy, stuff like that.
I really feel like they should do that clear across the board, like right now. Like California lockdown. It's just a matter of time before everybody's on lockdown. It's the way to go, and it shouldn't be.
The dog's barking for a lockdown.
Even the dog agrees. It shouldn't be. I mean, I understand that. I mean, this is so stupid. Like, I don't know. We should just have the freedom to stay home for a month and not be broken financially.
I went to the mall to try to sell some stuff on Friday when I was off.
Yeah.
And no, actually, I'm thinking about Monday, but they were probably off Friday too at that point.
Yeah.
But like the theater says we are not open, we are closed today. But why don't you just say you're closed for an indefinite period?
I know, man, but I mean, we can get the news. We don't, there's no need to panic.
I guarantee because the higher ups didn't want to close and they're planning on trying to open as soon as they can is why they didn't put the sign like that.
Yeah. Real quick PSA.
Because there have been a lot across Ohio and I'm sure across other states of people who are defying orders.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Florida.
Let's
go to the beach.
Real quick PSA before we get into the news, guys and gals listening. If you go to Sam's Club, right? Listen, Eric.
They've proven to us that they're stupid.
Yeah, let me finish, Eric. Real quick PSA for anybody that's needing toilet paper, go to Sam's Club. If you have a membership, you can.
I don't live near one.
Eric, let me finish, dude. This is the fourth time I'm trying to tell people something very important. Here in Denver, I can't find toilet paper anywhere. I don't care where I go. 7-Eleven, Safeway, King Soopers, which is Kroger, Walmart. They're all. It's everywhere is out because of stupid hoarders. But if you go right now to Sam's Club, you can order. If you have a Sam's Club membership, and they will ship it to your house. So there you go. Wyland says that his mail is closed. That's
going to one. Okay.
That sucks. Wow.
Parents gave me some toilet paper, so I'm good for a while, and I think that the stores will start getting normal amounts of items back in the stock.
Yeah, Green Bay closed all bars, like Ar said. He said that's life or death around here. I hear you,
they're
man.
all a lot of the places as far as like having stock and stuff or limiting quantities to how much you can purchase. For instance, I went to Costco earlier. You can get 1 pack of water, you can get about 1 thing of toilet paper, you can get 1 thing of disinfectant wipes, stuff like that.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's the way they.
For me, my struggle was finding good bread, so I had to stick. I had to stick with white bread. Hopefully, by now there'll be more, and I can just use that for toast.
Yeah. That's all I eat is white bread. I don't like wheat bread. Slagar says he's the toilet paper capital of the world. So you probably were one of those hoarders, Slagar.
Oh, he means at his house? I thought he meant his city. Oh, you mean like in his house? You open the door and like you get swamped by toilet paper, it just floods out.
Yeah. Oh, Wyland says mall, not mail. That must have just been my glasses. My glasses are a bit dirty, Wyland. I'm a little bit away from my screen here, but yeah, there's a lot of shit. Going down. But just a real quick PSA: go to Sam's or Costco's online. I'm sure they'll ship it to you. While they have supplies, so if you're afraid of going to the stores like I am right now, I'm afraid of going outside of my room just because I think I'm sick, so I don't want to get anybody else sick. But stay home and order shit online, and even when you get that type of shit, be real careful.
I have to look for a TV tomorrow, so I can't just
No, I understand.
I have to go to I have to go to a Best Buy.
Yeah, you can,
but I'd rather look at it first.
Yeah, I know, but like, you know what good brands are? Well, I know, like looking at a TV is important.
Yeah, it really is.
I feel the same way about buying clothes. Like, I really want to try it on.
I want to shove it in my car so I can, open it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Slagar says Green Bay makes toilet paper. They're like the toilet paper capital. So Slagar is going to be in good shape. He's got no problem. So,
you guys do cheese and toilet paper. Why does that make sense?
All right, guys, let's run through this news really quick.
Government cheese.
RPG news. All right, Eric, let's get through this as quickly as possible.
Free Wi-Fi for 60 days.
That's pretty good, but what happens after that 60 days?
I've got Spectrum. Can they hook us up with that?
I know, exactly. Exactly. All right, Eric, let's get this news started.
News first off from RPG site. Death End Request 2 is coming into Steam the same year that the console releases. Let's see, it'll have the Steam version will have English, Japanese, and traditional Chinese subtitles. So I guess it's going to be an international release. Excuse me. Oh, that's a Japanese date, but there's no real date for either of these yet. So I'm guessing they're planning a simultaneous launch.
Yeah. All right, anything else on that, Eric?
No.
All right, Break, you're up next.
Coming to us live from RPG site, Jesus Christ, stupid ad. Octopath Traveler shipments and digital sales exceed 2 million. Nice.
Yeah.
Squinix, which, I mean, if they're bragging about it, thank God, maybe they're starting to learn some lessons, because not too long ago, 2 million they would have cried about. Like, oh God, like this franchise is done. We can't do anymore. So anyway,
maybe Square, maybe you should just publish your own games for once instead of having Nintendo do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know.
I know they do it to save money, because then that's not that's not manufacturing costs that they have to contribute.
Yeah.
To commemorate the sale that's currently on sale for $29.99 on the eShop and Steam. So it doesn't say how long though. But this article was yesterday, so I'm guessing it's still on. But again,
that's about the cheapest I think I'm gonna get that game, man. I think I might jump on that. If I'll look at my finances later and pick that up, because it's a great game. Octopath Traveler is a really, really good game. Really good game.
It's funny, this artwork has a character from not the game, but rather Bravely Default.
Yeah, that I did notice that. Why is that? That's kind of weird.
Like, Therian is from Octopath Traveler, but those two enemies are from Bravely.
Yeah. Yeah, Slagar's in good shape. Apparently, he had a cow, and they butchered it up, so he's good on meat for a while. Beef is the only thing that you can get here, and it's really
Do
expensive.
you live on a farm, Slayer?
He probably does, man. Yeah.
You can
Wyland
buy
says he.
like people can buy just cows. You can go to a farm and
I
make
know
like
you can't. I
pick
know
them
you
out.
could just buy cows, but like usually, like housing a cow would be a problem.
Yeah.
No, I
Uh,
mean like you can go and pick one out before it's slaughtered, saying like
Oh,
go and purchase one from a farm, and they raise it and stuff like that. You pay for it though,
yeah.
and then they slaughter it.
mm,
You get the meat,
Yeah. 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 And they chop it
and that
up,
way
and
you don't have to feel all guilty about it because you don't have to name it and live with it or
I
anything.
actually feel guilty anyways, no matter when I eat meat, man. I don't know what it is. I've always felt that way since I was little. I'm not a vegetarian or a
I
vegan or
think.
anything like that,
I
but
Well,
know it's
I have the
hard to.
extreme stance
yeah.
of eating sucks because you have to kill other things to live.
Yeah, I
I've
am.
tried vegan food. Like
It's just
I don't
gross.
know. I
Yeah.
don't like it. Like
Yeah.
there's like an aftertaste to it, and
Yeah.
just it never quite tastes the same.
Yeah,
And
it's acquired taste for sure, man. Wyland
and
says,
then to get it like tasting the same, like, you gotta make it with all these
yeah,
preservatives
yeah,
and like all this stuff to like do the Impossible Burger thing,
yeah.
and
I
just
like Impossible Burgers. Those are
not
good.
that I'm complaining about preservatives, but a lot of other stuff that
Yeah,
they put in.
yeah.
Just
Impossible Burgers are good, man. They taste really, really good. I'm actually encouraged by Impossible Burgers and Beyond Meat and all that
Beyond
stuff.
Meat burgers are gonna end up in McDonald's eventually.
Yeah, hopefully.
And they had one test site in New York City
Nice.
for
That's
it.
good. That's good. Wyland says he got his beef jerky. He's set. Yeah, hell yeah, man. I could live on beef jerky, man. It's good stuff. Okay, next story comes to us from RPGsite.net. The Messenger developer launches a Kickstarter campaign for retro-inspired RPG Sea of Stars. Let's see. The indie studio has a goal of $133,000 for the project.
They met it actually.
Oh wow, that's good news. At the moment, the game is planned for launch on PC and consoles in 2022. Looks really good. It looks like RPG Maker, but on steroids.
No, that's not it at all.
Well, it looks like it, but it looks good. I'm
Have
saying.
you not seen an RPG Maker game?
No, I'm not saying it's. You're not listening, Eric. I didn't say this was an RPG Maker
This
game.
looks far more like Alundra to me.
Well, it looks good. Whatever it is, it looks good. So I'm glad they met their goal. Do they have stretch goals or anything like that?
I'm sure for like consoles.
All right. Key features: dynamic combat with every encounter harboring threats deadly to the careless tactician. Victory demands sharp timing, anticipation, and preemptive counters. I've never been good at countering moves and stuff like that. Engaging exploration, gripping story. Become acquainted with 6 playable characters with rich backstories, personalities, and varied motives as the mysteries of a troubled world come to light. All fun, no tedium. Enjoy combat without fear of hitting a wall and having to grind for experience or items. See, I like grinding. I don't anyways. Defeat requires a change in battle plans, not hours of repetition to better the odds in a rematch. Rich universe and radiant lighting. So that's actually really cool. So there you go.
I like both of those kind of play styles.
What?
I love grinding, but then I do like the ones that they take out grinding, like kind of force you ahead, and strategy is the key.
Yeah, see, you're more of a strategy guy. I'm more of like a guns blazing type of person. You know, that's
Oh,
why.
I like guns blazing too. Like I play first-person shooters. I like running and shooting first,
No, I
shooting
know.
later, just shooting. Like never ask questions unless everybody fucking dies.
Yeah, yeah. Wyland says he needs to buy some clearly Canadian. You mean bacon? I don't know what you're talking about, man. All right, Eric, next story, please.
Next story is excuse me, a game that's a pixel art action RPG called Eldest Titan Souls, but Titan Souls' characters are tiny compared to this game.
Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. Anything else, Eric?
Not
Did I
really. That's all I have to say about it.
All right, Breakman.
Did we do the farming simulator?
No,
one?
go ahead and do that story, man.
Okay, I was gonna say I thought we skipped one. Coming to us live from RPG site. Farming simulator adventure game Summer and Mara launches in spring 2020 for Nintendo Switch and PC. Being that spring starts Monday and then ends in June, that's kind of vague. So
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a fishing simulator. Looks like.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Clearly Canadian water.
Farming simulation, adventuring. You know, like I see a lot of fishing and.
It'll be Mighty Number 9's to finish the spring, the day before spring ends.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
First day of spring, we get snow here, guys. Really weird. Actually, not weird. March is our snowiest month, but whatever. But all right, looks good
for us. It's over with, but by the time like early March, it's if we get any snow, it's melted by the next day.
Yeah.
I don't know that we're calling this a simulation though, because it's not like it's exaggerated. It's not really simulating. No.
Yeah. I don't know. It looks maybe
just the author of the story's calling it a simulator. Because let me read for this. Take care of your own island, explore the ocean as farming adventure. Yeah, just whoever wrote this called it a simulator.
Yeah, it's not a sim. It doesn't look like a sim. It's more of an adventure type game.
Take care of your discover the story of Ko, and with farming, crafting, exploring mechanics. Take care of your own island, explore the ocean in this farming adventure. Not.
I know people don't understand the difference between a remake and a reboot and enhanced support.
Summer and Mara mix farming, crafting, and exploring mechanics in a tropical archipelago.
Yeah.
Archipelago. I don't know what that is.
It's like an inlet, like you know how like there's peninsulas and stuff, but like an inlet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we neither one of us live near water, so how do you know
that? Years of being alive, Breakman.
Oh, I get it. When people first came out of the water.
How dare you, man? Yeah, when the first archipelago was formed, I was there.
I named this Frankland.
Yeah.
Wait, was Frank the first fish that had feet?
How dare you?
He's just continually evolved over the eons.
How dare you?
No, he was around before evolution.
How dare you both? I hate you both, man. I think I'm gonna give you guys the exile screen here.
Sweet. So just to kind of wrap it up, in an open ocean with over 20 islands to explore, customize your own island with buildings, crops, and farm animals. Over 25 characters to meet and befriend. More than 300 quests to make Mara a better place. Day and night cycles that have an effect on the world with climate events. So there you go.
Yeah, no,
seems
looks
like
good.
Probably an all ages type game.
Yeah, it looks really fun too. I was watching the video of it. It just looks like a grand adventure that's kind of not stressful. Let's put it that way. Yeah. We need that right now. We don't need all these stressful games
like Crossing, but if you actually just explored.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need stressful games like Wyland's playing Brutal Doom 64. We don't need that shit right now. We need more of this. Shit like this in Animal Crossing, man. All right, hope that shitty movie Baldo.
That's Balto.
Oh, sorry, Balto. What? It's the same thing, man. That's how you say it in Spanish, man. So
I'm going with Baldo.
Yeah, there you go. Baldo. Okay, I already said that. So there you go, and there's a trailer, some art work. It says Baldo from Nap's team meet many weird and funny characters and become immersed in the amazing world of Baldo, an action adventure RPG. What?
Do any of those characters kill everything with one punch?
No, like One Punch Man?
Yeah.
Intriguing gameplay mechanics and intricate dungeons to solve.
It's Baldo, not Baldo.
Oh. Spread through a wide interactive open world, Baldo launches first on Nintendo Switch as a timed console exclusive this summer. And I love the art style. It's kind of got like a cell shading deal going on, but it looks like
very Ghibli.
Very
Ghibli. It also
Ghibli.
Reminds me heavily of Landstalker.
Yeah, no, it does have a Ghibli feel to it for sure. So, it looks good. I might check this out for sure. I don't have very many Switch games. I mean, I got Zelda and Mario, and that's about it. I think I got Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and what else? There's Carnival games I think for Bernie, but that's about all I got. But this game
Carnival games.
Yeah, no, she likes it, man. Like she'll just play those stupid little mini games and. that's enough for her. She's
I'm
not.
surprised that I didn't even know that was ported to Switch. I remember that being a Wii U game.
Yeah, yeah.
Or was it a Wii game? I can't even remember.
It's not a great game, but it's like one of those games that you can pick up for a couple of minutes and put it down. It's one of those type of deals. But this game looks fantastic. I hope it gets decent reviews because I might be picking that up. It looks really good. Baldo, look for it. All right, Eric, what do we got next?
We've got The Good Life has got a release window for the Switch version. Basically, they're just reiterating that the Switch version is still on.
Okay.
And it'll be coming out sometime this year.
Yeah.
And it's probably the first time I've ever seen Swery talk on a camera.
Yeah. Wyland says, stressful? You mean character building? How dare you, Wyland? No, that shit's stressful for me, man.
In case people don't know what this game's about, it's you're it hides a great secret, and your character can turn to a cat at night.
That's cool. That's always a bonus. Wyland says, stressful? You mean character building? No, man. I mean, like, anytime I play like a first-person shooter, I get kind of stressed out, man. Like I'm first off, I'm not super great, but I do get through them. I've gotten through a fair share of first-person shooters, but I don't know. They're just kind of stressful to me, man. Like I don't know. Like fighting games are really fun. Like even those can be stressful at times, but they're way funner for me to play than something like a first-person shooter. I don't get me wrong. I'll play one here and there, but shit's stressful.
We have no idea when the next iteration of Switch will come out, so you might as well just get one.
Yeah. It's too late to think about Switch. Wait. Yeah, no, Slager, I would recommend getting it, dude. For sure. Just I don't know. It's like if you're
I think we're 3 years away from a new model of the Switch.
Yeah, if you're strapped for cash, then go with that the one without the Joy-Cons, the one that you can't hook up to your TV. But if you're not, I would highly recommend getting the Switch itself because you can do both, man. And it looks great either way, so it's not a bad system, man. I like it quite a bit. I wish I had more games on it. I don't, but yeah, it's not too late, man. Wyland says Tomb Raider and Lara Croft in the Temple of Osiris free on Steam. That's a nice little homie discount. Okay, Breakman, what do we got next?
Through the Square Enix store.
Yep.
Did you say Square Enix?
Enix.
Oh, I thought you said Square Enix too. Right. Yeah, they are a bunch of Square Enixes. Yeah, I want to call them Square Enix too, Breakman. All right, go ahead, Break.
Nice. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
Coming to us live from RPG site, Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town, releases on July 10th in Europe and Australia for Nintendo Switch.
Oh, great.
It's weird that they don't have a date for North America.
Yeah.
I'm noticing not any 3DS announcements here.
I know, man. It seems like that's kind of a dead system, like it's not.
They've kind of said, you know what, the Switch is portable too, so we don't really need that 3D whatever that thing is that made us a lot of money.
And I do like the 3DS, man. It's a great system. It's a great handheld. And Wyland gave us the link. It's tombRaider.game/stayhomeandplay. So thanks Wyland. Really appreciate that, man. Like for people that do PC gaming, you can get Tomb Raider and Lara Croft.
I'm guessing that the release date for North America for this is the same as Europe's, but it might be like a week off or something.
It sort of looks like another Animal Crossing with people type deal, like real people.
People Crossing?
Yeah, People Crossing, man.
No, this is a Harvest Moon game.
Oh well, yeah.
It was sold as Harvest Moon's Friends of Mineral Town. This is a remake of that.
I was gonna say either Animal Crossing or Harvest Moon.
But they don't, because of the way that the series was named in the list. Natsume has that IP name Lockdown, so they had to rename the series.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to the next story from RPGsite.net. Neo 2 character creation codes. One of the best new elements in Neo 2 is the ability to create your own character with the extensive creation suite. There's a surprising amount of depth to be found with the creator, and people have already managed to make several awesome lookalikes Best of all, these characters can be shared with a simple code, so anyone can play as your creation. That's kind of nifty. I like that. I don't like creating characters, but I like seeing what other people create. It's kind of
I
cool.
like that you can use other people's. That's something I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah,
You can
no,
play. People have made Big Boss Majima Goro.
yeah, Majima
Hisoka
Goro.
Moro from fucking Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
And Handsome Squidward, which is a meme from the show itself.
There are some good ones here. I'm so
Joker.
smart for
Joker.
this.
Yeah. And there's
Sekiro from Sekiro.
Yeah. Sekiro. Yeah.
I don't know who Seteth is, but whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's Sephiroth and 2E. And Kanye West.
Kanye?
Doom.
That actually looks a lot like Kanye, man. That's crazy. I'm gonna put it up on the screen.
Xiao Yu's from the Romance of Three Kingdoms, by the way.
Yeah.
And Geralt of Rivia. Kratos. And Dracula from the Castlevania Netflix series.
People are so fucking good.
I know.
Yeah.
And Gar from Naruto.
I hate always seeing like some of these art. Like, God, how do they do that?
I know people are so talented, and here I am.
I shouldn't say I hate seeing it. Like, I love seeing it.
I love seeing
like,
it, but
man,
I hate the fact that I can't do this. You know, it's like.
And then there's Alita, Petra,
Harley Quinn. Yeah, that's really cool. Wyland says, "Hey, Break, what do you think about Rosario Dawson as live-action Ashoka?"
Rosario Dawson is Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. Okay, my bad.
I need to think about that one.
I'm trying to remember who Petra is, but was she the? No, I don't think she was the character from Flashlight of I forget what the name of the expansion.
I corrected him.
I forget
Jesus
the
Christ.
name of the expansion for Second Son, but whatever it was. Yeah. I don't think that was her though.
Yeah, Asuka. It's Asuka, like WWE.
I think maybe you should go younger for Ahsoka.
Okay, yeah.
Unless you're talking about like as the adult, is that what it's going to be? An adult? It's apparently happening. Oh, so it's like adult Ahsoka then.
Rosario Dawson is hot as hell.
Wait,
man.
so Ahsoka's gonna be
saying
in The Mandalorian season 2?
Is who?
Is that what you're saying?
Oh, okay. So it would be. Oh, I get it.
Can't go younger because that's where the series is, like Gar says. So there you go.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if they were talking about I didn't realize he was talking about for The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who did the last story?
How old would be Ahsoka in The Mandalorian at this point? In her like 40s, maybe.
Nerds. Nerds. Y'all are
like
nerds.
I don't know her exact age. Like I think she was just a teenager when she left. But then when we see her in Rebels, she's I think in her early 30s, maybe late.
Nerds.
I think she's gotta be older than that. I think maybe close to 40 by then.
You guys are nerds.
I need help here, Wyland. Can you figure this out for me? How old is this?
All right, who's doing the next story? Let's go.
I have no idea. I'll just read it because I got it popped up. Coming to us live from RPG site. Deep Sky Derelicts Definitive Edition to launch for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC on March 24th.
Okay.
So there you go. Definitive Edition will also include the game's 2 DLC offerings, Station Life and New Prospects. The game will be priced at $24.99 or €24.99.
Turn-based strategy. So
won't be available in Britain and
well, nothing.
No, they just probably haven't figured out price yet because Brexit threw a wrench in things.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Key features of the game: enhanced base game and 2 DLC packs included. Fresh take on turn-based combat with cards. A dynamic sci-fi comic book look and feel. Endless customization options for characters and scavenging teams. High replay value thanks to procedurally generated content. Dozens of enthralling little stories of the outcast life in the grim, deep sky universe. 2 game modes: story campaign and arena.
You know what the main problem I have with procedurally generated games? You can't really explore the whole game. You know what I mean? Like, I'm one of those people, like, in RPGs, like, I like to go into every nook and cranny and stuff like that, but with procedurally generated shit, like, you can't really do that. You know, you just kind of get the same sense of things and assets and stuff like that. But
I get the feeling this game's like, what if we did Darkest Dungeon, but we did it in sci-fi?
yeah, it looks good though. I mean, for a strategy game, it looks good. It looks like Darkest Dungeon, like you said. So there you go. Nothing wrong with that. Darkest Dungeon apparently was a great game. Wyland said, or Slagar says, I'd say 30s, 40s for Asuka, or however you say that.
Oh, you're gonna make him.
Asuka, is that how you say it?
Asuka, son of a bitch.
Apparently, so is pronounced.
Ashuka. Wyland says about 15-ish years older than Luke. So there you go. All right, next story comes to us from RPG site. Tactical RPG Children of Zodiacs, which we've talked about before on the show. To release for Xbox One and Switch, and Nintendo Switch on March 27th. So that's the story there. It's going to release for, looks like €17.99 on the Switch. And a physical version later for $34.99. White, like, oh well. So it really originally released on the PS4, which we covered a while ago. So there you go. All right, Eric, next and last story.
Next story isn't even related to RPGs, but this is more of a shout out to MXT and people who are Tokusatsu fans, because Toei's putting up the Toei Tokusatsu channel with English subtitles, so you can watch all the Tokusatsu you want. Anyways, it'll be up on April, I think, 6th. But it doesn't. It doesn't say here, but I think that's what the Twitter post had. But Monday, April 6th is the first day. Yeah, it's right here. It didn't. I don't know why I didn't mention it earlier. But episodes 1 and 2 of all 70 shows with English subtitles, and then episode 3 and 4 of National Kid, and so on and so. So they're going to be slowly putting more up as time goes on, but.
Can I get one with English subtitles?
But like it did say that episodes would be uploaded in raw. Some episodes would be raw Japanese, but they'll add subtitles later.
Yeah, I'm sure somewhere MXT is listening. Like,
so you can't do subtitles through annotations because they got rid of annotations. So I'm guessing they're just gonna re-upload a new encode with the subtitles. Hard-coded into the video file.
Yeah.
Look, you really, really do not need to understand what's going on verbally.
No.
Like, all you want to do is see them fight giant rubber monsters, basically. Like,
exactly.
We don't care about story, just whatever.
No, we do care about story, because not caring about story is how we got Power Rangers.
Oh, that's true. somewhere in North Carolina, MXT had just exploded when you said that, Eric. All right, let's move on to homie discounts.
I don't think so. Homie, don't play that.
All right, Eric, I see you have some homie discounts here for everybody. What do we got?
We've got the PlayStation Mega March sale, aka March Madness, which I guess is a thing we don't even use anymore. But there are some highlights to it, and let's see. As soon as it starts loading, thanks. Okay, 428 should be a scramble, which everybody should play if you're a visual novel, especially if you're a visual novel fan. Is $10.
That's not bad.
Normally $50.
Yeah, that's a great discount.
AI the Somnium Files is $35.99, which if you've got the Switch, just get it there. But I'm sure it's on sale on that platform. But because I think they had a sale a while back. But I picked mine up for like $30 physical copy. But Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is $25.99. Catherine Full
decent.
Body is $29.99. Chaos Child's $29.99. DJ Max Respect for all you rhythm game fans is $20. Earth Defense Force 5 is $30. Galgun 2 is $18. Monster Hunter World is $15.
That's a good price on that.
Punchline, which I did not like, is 17.49, which is an odd price point.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to try that out, you can. But there's an anime that you can just watch on Crunchyroll instead for free, and you'll probably get more out of it that way because you don't have to do the interactive parts, which are boring. That's why I didn't like Punchlines. It's like it looks ugly, and the interactions they're not all that great.
Yeah. Okay.
And Resident Evil 2 is $20,
It's a good price.
and
Yeah.
Team Sonic Racing is $21.99, which isn't Sonic on All Stars Racing, so it kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's not
I mean,
great.
it's not a bad game, but like if you had a choice between playing that or any other Sonic Racing game, you probably should play the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. All right. Anything else on that, Eric?
Those are the highlights there. That's
All right.
it.
Uh,
I'm sure there's a lot more, but
Break. Did you have any homie discounts this week, or can we move on?
Not that I can think of.
All right. Anything in
oh
your...
wait, this Xbox one's still. I gotta get rid of that.
Yeah.
That's old.
Brakeman. Anything in Dear Brakeman this week?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
We do. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my friend, take it away. All right, Brakeman. Dear Brakeman.
Shit, fucking mute button, goddamn. Oh no, I meant to mention him on that.
I'm like,
let's see.
Did Brakeman? Did we lose Brakeman again? Yeah, go ahead, Brakeman.
We got a meme from a freak, and it's a picture of the Mortal Kombat logo, and it says, "Due to the recent COVID pandemic, Shao Kahn has decided to cancel the Mortal Kombat tournament for the Earth Realm. We take the threat very serious and care for the well-being of our fighters and want a safe tournament." Yeah, they don't want that shit to spread out world. Like, I can't blame them.
You know, speaking of that, I saw the grand. I don't know what they call it. Wyland knows all about this, but like the Mortal Kombat final combat, like the grand finals, and it was Sonic Fox and what was his name? Legacy Killer or whatever. But man, it was an exciting match, man. There was one round that went down to like the last hit, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's fun stuff." So, just real quick aside there. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, Brakeman. Go ahead.
Yeah, you did. I mean, I'm sorry.
All right, go ahead, man.
So anyway, I'm gonna limit the questions because we go weeks without getting questions. So I'm just gonna answer one at a time. But I appreciate that she asked a couple, and I'll do the other one next week.
Ooh, okay.
Oh man,
Ninja Killer.
One I really want to do, and then there's the other one. I guess I'll do the other one now to kind of tease it. We're gonna have a fantastic one next week, and maybe other people add some. Maybe people send more to me, and we'll, if I start getting a lot, then I can do more.
Where do they send them to you, Brakeman?
At RPGrinders on Twitter. Just add the hashtag Dear Brakeman. Ask whatever you want.
All right.
How else can we save your life if you don't ask us the question?
Exactly.
I'm gonna go with the less interesting question, and the reason I'm mainly doing that's Mrs. Brakeman isn't home right now. Yeah, I'm not home right now. Mrs. Brakeman is over at her parents' house. She's not out shopping or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, she's not here right now, so I'm gonna save that question until she's here, hopefully. And like I said, and maybe we'll get more questions.
All right.
So the first question, and the only one I'm gonna ask right now, is Dear Brakeman, and this is from Bernie. Sporks. Elaborate, please, Dear Brakeman. The spork. It's one of those things. It's like that's maybe a good idea, and then you see it in function. Like, nah, that's a terrible idea. That's a total failure. Wait, why do we still make these?
It,
What's going on here?
they've made a better version of a spork actually, with like longer, like you know how like a fork looks like with long prongs coming
Yeah, I
out.
know, but you're still putting a dress on a pile of shit.
Yeah, it really is. It's not very good for
I mean,
sure.
you're putting some makeup and lipstick on it, but it's still shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, like I don't know. We have the fork and we have the spoon. Like even chopsticks are better. Like
yeah,
just
yeah. I agree, man.
it was like a great idea because you got this fork and the spoon, which are so good. And
Yeah.
let's combine them, and maybe that'll save some time, so you don't have to, put one down and pick up the other because that's so fucking hard.
I see. That's the thing I never understood, man. It's not hard to pick up a fork and then put down a fork and pick up a spoon. You know, it's
Yeah.
like easy. Slagar said if sporks had a heavier build, sure. Yeah. They just never do, man. That's the problem. It's like Breakman said, like for sure. Chopsticks are even better, man. I could eat with chopsticks all day fucking long, man.
I don't know how the hell they eat rice with chopsticks. Like I
Easy.
have tried, and that is hard.
No, it's not, man.
Yes,
You
it
just
is. No,
it,
it is. Don't
it's
argue
not.
with me. I'm near Breakman. I am right here.
That's right. That's right. You are dear breakman. So, it's just a matter of knowing how to pile up your rice, and a lot of it has to do with sticky rice in China too. So, that's
I mean,
a.
I've seen people eat rice. I'm uncoordinated and struggle. So.
Well, I'm glad you admitted that, dear breakman. So, what else do we got?
I don't blame I don't blame the chopsticks for my own failures. However, I do blame the spork.
Yeah, the spork sucks, man, for sure.
I don't. It's one of those things. Like, how is this still getting made? Like, you go into a store and you see like those generic batteries or something like Eveready. Those batteries
Yeah.
will last for like an hour.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
did this shit still get made? Like, everybody knows those are a scam.
yeah,
What's going on here?
yeah.
Um, Let me see. What other scams do we have out there besides the spork?
I didn't realize that Sporks was gonna get this reaction for you, Breakman. I knew the other question that Bernie had for you was let's just put it this
What
way,
was that other question?
a loaded question. But this question,
We did say we were gonna hit it.
yeah, there you go.
We did say
So,
we were gonna hit that question. But yeah, like the spork is just, um, it's just one of those things. Like it was maybe the idea sounded great, but the implementation just was a total failure. Like Crystal Clear Pepsi or
oh
New
yeah,
Coke or something like that. Like
oh
we have a great idea, but then like, oh, we realize our mistake. We're gonna get rid of this.
Crystal
But the spork,
Pepsi.
for
Right?
some reason, still is around.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Slagar. If they could like design it a little bit better and like make it a little bit heavier, like it might be a decent idea. But I've just never seen it. It never works. Like when you're out in restaurants and it's like the fork part of it never acts like a fork. The spoon part is whatever, but
Yep.
yeah, the fork part never works at all.
Yep.
Like it's always plastic and the prongs are all going in different
The
directions.
only use I
and-
can see for a spork is for salads and eating croutons with them.
Oh, yeah.
I
guess.
guess because like if you use it as a spoon, but you just use a spoon. But Wyland in chat says ninja kill. That's interesting. Like I never thought of using the spork as a weapon.
No,
Like and if a ninja, I mean, if anybody's gonna do it, a ninja, right? Like I want to see ninjas kill with sporks.
no.
They get bonus points.
Wyland was correcting me. Like I couldn't think of the dude's name that was battling Sonic Fox. It was Ninja Killer. I totally bipped on the name.
Okay.
But yeah, I agree.
Oh, so that wasn't anything about killing with them?
No, no.
Okay. Bally Song Spork says Slugger. I don't know what that means.
I'm looking at
I
it.
think like 20% of Brake's brain is kill, kill, kill.
I'm looking at it, man, and I'm gonna put it. Let's see if I can get it over here. Yes, that looks very, very spork-like, and solid. Like that might. It's made by Gerber, so Gerber makes good shit. Looks good. Yeah, that would work.
So it's like what for baby food? Like I guess. Like yeah, like maybe for babies it's okay, but what if you try and give that baby soup? Like it's just gonna fall out the
I
hole.
know how to make a spork useful. Make it gigantic enough that it's a weapon.
Yeah.
That's what I said before. Like,
Yeah,
that's
but
the only way I can think of making it useful is give it to a ninja.
or
But you're
use
saying
it like
make
a
it into
throwing
it like a.
dagger of some kind.
A
Okay,
ninja could
but you were
use.
saying like make it into like a giant weapon, maybe
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
keyblade, like
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 4.
You
They're
just
gonna
bash
get a
people
giant
with
sword.
it,
Oh,
and
okay.
then after they're all beaten, then you could use the pointy end to
Yeah.
stick it to their heart or something.
Well, like ninjas can use chopsticks as weapons, man. Come on, they can use anything as a weapon.
Well, but like I said before, chopsticks are I understand chopsticks. They exist for a reason.
Yes.
Spork,
Spork, no
there's no
way.
reason for its existence.
Yeah. All right. Let's. Anything else, Breakman?
Say no to sporks.
Yes. Just say no to sporks. I'm not a big fan of the spork either, but. All right.
Is Bally Song like some kind of Star Trek thing?
I think it's a brand of a spork, and it looks cool. I looked it up. It's interesting.
Kind of going out.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice, but I was sent another question by Bernie. She sent 3 questions. I didn't even see this until now.
Isn't this what we call a red letter day?
Ooh, I'm excited. I got to write these dates down so I remember to come back to these 2 questions. Okay, and there's another one from this is from Wyland, Johnny Woofei, on Twitter. I can only assume it would be either a sarcophagus or a canopic jar. Break shenanigans were covered in this YouTube video, and I can't see it if you're obviously not here, but.
Oh, hang on. Can you guys hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
What happened?
Sorry. Anyways, go ahead, Break.
So if you want to see it, it's on our Twitter feed.
Yeah. Okay. That we gotta stop for just a second here, guys, because my audio kind of messed up for a second here, so I will fix that and then we will record again. See, that's what you get here. You get live fucking radio, and that's exactly the problems that you get. Okay, so we're recording
That was
again.
an awkward audio moment. Like, I was really confused as to what's going on here.
Yeah, sorry,
Like,
guys.
okay, I've got 2 questions, and I got this link, and I'm just so excited. So there
Yeah,
you go.
no, we're
Okay,
good.
so this is my fault.
Sorry, we just had a couple of real quick audio problems there, but I got it taken care of. I think we're good to go. All right, so did you have another question, Breakman, or are we good to go? Breakman?
Do you want me to read another question?
No, we're going to save that for next week, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, that's
All
what
right.
I wanted to do, was save them.
Okay, so
Because I'm tired of going weeks where we don't have any. And really the only people who ask me are Bernie, Freak, and Glittery.
Yeah,
So.
Slagar said butterfly knife equals Bally song. See, that's what I was looking at, Slagar. I was like, really weird. Like, that there's some confusion there. Okay, let's move on to
Inquiring minds want to know.
Inquiring Minds want to know what you've been playing, Breakman.
Final Fantasy 15 for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah, good times. Like the more I play it, the more like or I should say the more I get into the game, the farther I go into the story and such like that, and going into different areas, the more different interactions you get between the teammates, and you see their friendship, like really like the camaraderie between them. Like you could tell they were already friends, and just it makes the game a little bit more enjoyable. That that these guys are all like kind of communicating with each other. They're doing things like after a couple of them will team up and they'll do something cool in combat. They'll pose together or stuff like that, and then there's of course a lot of posing for photographs, and just
man,
it kind of builds to it.
Yeah, you're gonna feel really bad when a couple of them die later, man. I mean, I hate to.
Goddamn Final Fantasy.
Oh man.
Just don't kill Gladiolus because he's fucking strong as shit. I like using him a lot. He fucking wipes shit out.
Yeah. All right, Eric, what you been playing?
I've been playing just more Seven Scarlet, and I actually need to get rid of the Yaska 5 because I haven't been playing. I've been playing more Persona 5 Royal, and that's all I really been playing.
Okay.
Because it's a long game.
Yeah. Persona 5 really is long. I got to get into that game too. That's another one on my list of PlayStation games that I got to wrap up before the PlayStation 5 comes. I'm I've been playing, of course, MPQ. I played a little bit of The Walking Dead again, the Telltale series. Man, is that game good, man? It's so good. I just
The original?
Yeah, the Telltale Walking Dead. I bought that definitive series. Like they have all the Telltale Walking Dead stuff and it was actually really cheap. I think I got it for like 10-15 bucks for the whole thing. And it's still good. It still plays like a Telltale game for sure. And I also got a chance to mess around with that Resident Evil 3 demo. And holy fuck, any Resident Evil 3 fan is gonna they're gonna love this game, man. It is. They only give you like this short little scenario at the very beginning of the game, and it involves like obviously Nemesis, and Nemesis is one of the most holy shit fucking holy goddamn characters you will ever see in any game ever. I don't know if you remember playing RE3 back in the day, Break or Eric, but he was scary back then. You thought he was scary back then. You haven't seen anything yet, man.
Well, then in Resident Evils before it was like you're running away from a monster, go through a door. I'm safe.
Yep.
That didn't work with Nemesis.
Oh no, oh no.
And
And
bust the wall down.
Shit.
They-
Oh my god, he's still coming.
they did something very, very cool with Nemesis that first of all, they made him look even scarier than he did in the previous Resident Evil 3, but the way that he moves is just different. Like he's climbing up poles, and I mean, he's scary as fuck, and he's super duper fast. Like you can't get away from him, man. Like you What's that? Break?
He doesn't look like the rubber monster from the movie.
No, no way, man. Like
I liked the first Resident Evil, but the second I saw him in the second one, I'm like, I'm fucking done with this franchise.
Oh,
This-
that franchise sucked, man.
That's
But yeah,
bad.
yeah, it's really
Sorry,
good,
Rob.
man. It's really, really good. Let's see. Slagar says he's been playing Gears 5. That's a good, pretty good game, Slagar. Not bad at all. He says he's never seen Walking Dead at all, but played all of that Telltale game. The first, Slagar, if you're ever gonna watch Walking Dead, watch the first, at least couple of seasons. The first 2 seasons are great. Then it kind of drops a little bit from there, but the first 2 seasons are good. I wouldn't bother. Like, I mean, there's seasons here and there, like season 6, which are pretty good, but the rest of that series and this latest season really sucks. I don't care what anybody says. It sucks.
The current season's pretty damn awesome. Like,
No.
they have one of the scariest episodes to start the season. Like them going through the cave. Like that was a nerve-wracking.
That was
episode.
okay, and then I did like this last episode a lot, the war thing going on. But other than that, I don't know. I just don't find a lot of value in that series. It's not. I don't know. It's just not my thing anymore, I guess. But the first 2 seasons are really great, especially the first season. The first season is exceptional. Wyland says, "Aren't the Telltale games part of the comic canon?" I believe they are.
I know that.
I believe they are, Wyland. If I remember.
I know
correctly.
that one of the characters in the final chapter was one of the Whisperers.
Yeah.
In the show.
Yeah. So there you go. It is. I think it is. But so
I mean,
here,
the Telltale games are linked to the comics, and as far as the story is concerned, it's not the story of the shows; it's the story of the comics and the art of the comics. But I didn't know it was actually canon, as the games were canon for the comic. I didn't know that.
yeah.
It's interesting.
Slagar says, "Hey, I see you're almost at 9,000 views. You gonna do anything for 10K?" I might do something for 10K. Slagar, are you talking YouTube or what are you talking? Because we got a lot more views, so to speak, than that. We're actually in the 30,000-40,000 range, but yeah, just let me. What is it on? Oh, on Twitch. Yeah, I might do something for that, Slagar. That's a good milestone for Twitch. Twitch has been a really good platform for us. We get more listeners and viewers on Twitch than anything else. So I might do something for the Twitch viewers and listeners for sure. I definitely want to do something for the regular chatters, which I'm kind of working on anyways. Like Slagar, I don't know if you were in chat, but I'm working on getting like, especially the old school people like of course Slagar and Wyland and people like that. Like I'm gonna do in Dungeon Buster like individual. When you guys get into chat, I'm going to have like kind of an RPGrinders perspective of who you are type thing. Like for instance, Dungeon Buster. Like anytime Dungeon Buster shows up in chat, I always think of Drizzt Do'Urden from Dungeons and Dragons. So like having a little picture of Drizzt like on the screen when you guys are in there, and then
to go back to Resident Evil.
Hold on, Eric. And then like a little quick 2 to 5 second a soundbite, like for instance for Dungeon, I thought of don't shoot the food, because he's always saying that at the end of chat and stuff like that. So yeah, I am thinking of doing stuff like that. It's like to answer your question. So Wyland says, I'm always surprised that Walking Dead doesn't get spoiled since the episodes hit online the day before it airs. Yeah, I know. I think that's a bad move on their part, Wyland. Really, I don't understand why they do that. I mean, I know why they do that.
Because they can charge money for their website with Walking Dead, and let's
yeah,
say,
no, I was gonna say I know.
The only thing that sucks is you need a cable or satellite provider.
Yeah.
So if you got something like Sling TV, you can't use it.
Yep, for sure. So, all right. Let's see. Where do we leave off? Did I get everybody what they're playing? Yeah.
I just wanted to mention something about the Resident Evil 3 demo.
Well, we don't want to hear it. I mean, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What about it, Eric?
Apparently, there's a poster in the game that is an image from the Ruby Spears Mega Man cartoon.
Oh, really? I didn't notice that, really.
And I think there's some bad box art Mega Man
I was too busy getting my ass kicked by Nemesis to worry about anything else in that damn game, man. It's freaky as fuck when you first see him too, man. Like it's not like how in the old one like he's just running at you. This dude is like jumping on poles, and he's got these tendrils that like grab you and shit. It's it's fucking what they did with Nemesis in this game is pretty amazing. You guys should download the demo for sure. So Slagar says, oh, that pisses me off with Picard. They drop at midnight. By the time I get to work at 5 a.m. there's spoilers and reviews out. Yep. Freak 5's in chat. See, this is a perfect example. I would have like for Freak 5, like I got a perfect picture for Freak 5 that I gotta get together. But I'm working on the music. I asked people to send me in their own 2 to 5 second clips. You think we got any? Of course not. So
I knew it. I knew Dungeon Buster wouldn't be here today because he's playing Doom Eternal.
Of course, everybody's playing that game, man. Why? I mean, a lot funner than listening to this show, probably. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, except people like me who are playing games from a few years ago.
That's true. Me too, man. I'm with you. All right, let's move on.
RPGrinders reviews.
All right, Eric, I didn't see you have any reviews. Break, did you have any reviews?
Did you? Oh, you don't have Netflix, do you?
I do not. Well, I have access to it. I do have access to Netflix. But what are you gonna review?
I was gonna say the third season of Castlevania dropped.
It dropped? Ooh. Okay. Well, I'll have to make a.
I watched it already.
Yeah, me too.
Well, cool. You guys go ahead and review. I'll watch it anyways. I don't care. Go ahead and spoil.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna spoil. We'll just do a light review. It was a lot like the second season to me. Like it kind of started out slower as they were building a story, and then the last few episodes were just like heavy impact, like hit you left and right, like so much going on, and just beautiful artwork and animation, just like whoa, just kind of blown away by all that stuff. Story, as far as the connection to the games, I don't know who that immortal guy is.
Huh?
The guy who's immortal, travels through dimensions. Like I don't know who the hell that guy is.
You don't know who Saint Germain is? You never played Curse of Darkness?
That's Saint. He's in Curse of Darkness.
Yeah.
I play Curse and Darkness. I don't remember that character.
Curse of Darkness and Isaac and Hector are all in Curse of Darkness.
I remember Isaac and Hector. I don't remember that guy.
Yeah, Saint Germain has like such a small part in that game that he might as well not have been in the game in the first place, but they put him in there and they remembered him, so that's why he's in this show.
Okay, yeah, that's crazy.
And they gave him a little bit more of an involved role, but like his role in the game was that he was a time traveler who was observing the course of history, making sure things weren't going awry.
Right.
Which is why he was chasing death down.
Spoilers. Spoilers.
And then he basically convinces Hector to not try to kill Isaac, because if he did, then he'd become the new vessel for Dracula. But Dracula ends up getting resurrected anyway. You have to kill him.
Yeah. No, we're talking about the game, that's not the show.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I did not remember that guy from it. So I was trying to I've been racking my brain who is this guy as I'm watching?
Yeah, so they're basically doing the Curse of Darkness storyline, but it's all sideways because they basically derailed at the moment where Hector's involvement just basically fell off a cliff.
Yeah. Electrical Longboards in chat. Welcome, Electrical Longboard.
But I don't know. I mean, they're stretching it out, so maybe he'll actually get to do things later.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're definitely building to a larger story for Hector and Isaac. What did you think of their take on Legion?
That was kind of funny.
Just kind of I don't want to go into any spoilers, but I was just the falling people kind of thing. Yeah. I quite enjoyed it. I don't know what kind of score I want to give it though, because there were episodes that were kind of boring.
I'm curious about what they're doing with Alucard. Are they gonna do the Castlevania thing with 3, where he's an enemy for a while, or is he just doing that just so people don't bother him? That's all. That's as vague as I could be.
That's the impression I got, is that he wasn't necessarily I don't know, because he was, and this is a light spoiler because it's in the first episode. You get to kind of hint that Alucard is kind of losing his mind.
Ooh.
He's starting to go a little crazy.
Well, that's cool. I mean, I like Alucard, man. He's probably my favorite character out of the bunch, but yeah.
Then again, maybe this is the event that prompts him to just sleep for several hundred years.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so no scores, guys, on the season as a whole?
Eric wants to give it a score. I'm going to say an 8, because like I said, there's some slow episodes in there. They're building the story up, and it's not a lot of action going on. Mm-hmm. But and you're expecting action. Obviously, this is Castlevania. So.
Yeah. All right, Eric, score?
I'm gonna give it a 9.
Ooh, okay. Let's see.
I wish they had put a few more Castlevania tunes in this season. But
yes, me too. And it's kind of weird, that the immortal guy gets so much screen time. Grant still never mentioned.
Let's see.
I do feel it's kind of funny because I've only ever heard of the Infinite Corridor from La Milana, and to see it show up in Castlevania, it was just weird for me. It's this is a very obscure piece of occult information that has never shown up in a Castlevania before, so why are they doing it now?
Well,
yeah, it was weird seeing the mechs and and I don't want to get into. See, I don't want to. Damn it! I shouldn't have said anything. It's a really brief scene now, so don't think it's it really focuses on that.
Yeah.
Slagar
says Castlevania needs a side scroller series. Yeah, I agree, man. Right.
We need new Castlevania games, and they should absolutely do one based on the series. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Wyland says he only watches Flash and I think Legends of Tomorrow is LOT, but from the there's some good ones, man. Almost all of them are pretty good from what I hear. I haven't seen hardly any of them, but I know Freak 5 likes Black Lightning. I heard that show's really good. So I don't know if it's part of the Arrowverse, but should be, I guess. Let's see. I'm gonna do a real quick review of Superman Red Sun. It's basically an alternative history type of take on Superman, where he grows up in Russia instead of the United States, becomes like an all-powerful dictator trying to spread peace around the world via, basically being a dictator, like, communist, basically. And things kind of go awry because, fascism always loses, man, or always, they always rise and fall.
So it's basically injustice without him being butt mad.
Yeah, basically, if you can think of it that way. There's some interesting little plot type twist in there with, somebody behind the scenes kind of running things without being known. But it's interesting, man. I liked it a lot. I thought it was a good take on an alternative storyline, and I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. I think it's worth. I picked it up at Redbox, but DC Universe I think has it, and other outlets. But so there you go. Snatchers, which is an interesting movie. About a young woman who has sex with a guy, unprotected, of course, gets pregnant, and in one day has the baby. And it's a batshit crazy movie, man. And I don't even know how to explain Snatchers. I would recommend watching it. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It's like one of those horror movies with a lot of comedy thrown in. And it has vibes of Evil Dead at points. It has vibes of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. It's a batshit crazy movie about this girl going through trying to figure out what the hell's going on and why she had this alien baby after one day, and it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend watch Snatchers. Check it out for sure. All right, I'm gonna skip on my Heiscapade for this week, gentlemen. I have a funny story about, not particularly about Bill Moseley. Bill Moseley's he's a character actor. He's been in a ton of horror movies. He was in Three from Hell and the House of a Thousand Corpses. He was, of course, in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, a bunch of others, but that's kind of the point of my Heiscapade. I'll do that next week. So let's move on to...
what is it?
Stinko of the Week.
All right, Stinko of the Week. Breakman, you're up.
Well, everybody knows we're kind of in lockdown as far as a planet goes, because there's a deadly disease spreading across the globe, and we can't seem to get a handle on it in most parts of the globe.
Yep.
Anyway, what we're all trying to do is for everyone's own good. Is we're all in this together. Like, this is like vaxing. We all vax, so the people who can't vax, because there are people in this country who have weaker immune systems or allergic to some things in vaccinations or something like that. We protect them by all of us being immune to all of us getting the shots and getting, so we don't get the disease and we don't spread it to them, basically.
Yeah.
So my stinko goes to, well, we kind of talked about it a little earlier, but well, there are people in spring break just out there partying like it's no big deal. There are stores like GameStop, which is enforcing
old
employees to
people
be in there.
Yeah.
No matter what. There was a fist fight over toilet paper in some stores, as there was a mob over like you know what's been going on with the stores looting, and I shouldn't say looting, but it's getting close to that at this point with the way some people have acted. And my stinko goes to all those people. I mean, they are anti-vaxxers for the most part. They are willful. Oh, and another guy was in Kentucky who was refusing to be quarantined. He was confirmed with coronavirus, and he said, "No, I'm not going. No, you can't make me stay in my house." So the police had to make him stay in his home.
Yeah.
Like you people who are doing this kind of shit, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Just that there's no other way to describe you than you're being an absolute dick. You're being an asshole. You're being a selfish piece of shit. So fuck you.
Here's the thing. Like, I saw a video, Breakman, of there was this woman with a cart full of toilet paper, right? And she was fighting with this old lady over a pack of toilet paper. And I understand both points of view, right? Like, I understand the initial thinking is get as much toilet paper as you can because you're going to have to deal with that. But if you're in a, let's say you're in Walmart, right? And you have your cart full of toilet paper because you see this thing coming and there's no toilet paper there. And an old lady, of all people, grabs a pack of your toilet paper. I mean, come the fuck on, man. Like, let the toilet paper go. Like, old people need this, these type of supplies even more than almost anybody else right now.
Yeah.
So I know the woman's point of view because everybody has it in their mind that they got to get as much toilet paper as you can because you don't want to deal with that shit, right? But that's how these problems happen. We were talking off air break, man. Like, I like the way that Costco's doing things. You get one pack of toilet paper, one thing of disinfectant, and like you put
one thing of water, and there are certain other things too. Like that's what they need to do, and the antithesis of the people who are being assholes was what it was like at Costco today. Basically, they have 100 people in the
Slager doesn't
building
need
limit.
toilet paper. He has a bidet called a garden hose.
Look, Slagar, people are going to have to do that. But the only question I have, Slagar, you live in Wisconsin, man. Like, you do the hose outside, and your ass is going to freeze, man. That water doesn't come out.
Like all of a sudden, you're squirting this water in 1 second, and then all of a sudden, it turns out, oh, shit!
Your butt is attached to your hose via the water because it froze, man. Oh, man, that's funny.
Right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I've seen when it gets below zero, like you can throw steaming parts of water out there and they'll evaporate. So like, what are you gonna do then? Like,
yeah.
You gonna stand under the mist of it or like something like?
How dare you, Freak 5? Freak 5's exiled. You son of a bitch.
Wow.
Yeah, how dare you? How dare you? Freak 5. He says that old lady was probably one of Frank's exes 60 years ago. How dare you? How dare you? Slager says, pro tip, spray away from face. Yeah, exactly, Slagar.
Don't shoot the food either.
Slagar put things in perspective for me last week. Speaking of Slagar, guys, like I was thinking about this all week long. Like, it made a profound effect on me when Slagar said it, because I was kind of hedging like towards like maybe putting the show on hiatus for a week or two just so everybody could get their bearings and stuff. And it's like, it's people like us that are doing these type of things that are probably going to keep people going for a while. I know we don't have a lot of listeners and stuff like that.
I apologize for not uploading my show fast enough, but I was furiously trying to get a game done.
Yeah, well, see,
I was
that's
too tired usually afterward to.
That's the thing. Like, more and more people are gonna understand that there's people out here trying. Like, I play MPQ, and I was like, this isn't a shameless plug, but if you guys want a couple of hours of escape, I know you guys like RPGs here. Tune in to RPGrinders. We'll try to do our best to keep you entertained. Probably offend more than entertain, but that's what we do. So, all right. So, anything else on that break?
Well, I was just saying with Costco, like it was the complete opposite. They're handling it the way it should be done, and the customers are acting like the way it should be. Like, they're staying away from each other. There's a limit to 100 people, so everybody was just waiting in line patiently. There was nobody trying to steal or fight or anything like that, and the company was, like employees wearing gloves and stuff. Like, it was just, they're handling it right, and most people and most companies are.
Yeah, Sam's and Walmart definitely aren't, man. They're
well, they're trying. They started too late is the problem. They've put limits on the quantity of things you can purchase, but the problem is they were out of stock by the time they did that.
Yeah, and now they're out of stock of almost fucking everything, man. Like, I can't. Like, the other day, like, you should have seen, like, I was at Walmart and I just happened to be there when they were putting chicken out. You would have thought it was the fucking zombie apocalypse, man. People were like grabbing that shit like chicken legs, like the one of the cheapest things of chicken, because of course people aren't the richest in the world, so you're gonna go for. But yeah, as soon as
Walmart I went to was not crazy house like the ones you're describing.
Yeah, no, they're crazy here, man. People are starting to panic. They're really starting to panic. I mean, wait till they do in Colorado what they did to California, man. And I have a feeling people in California are freaking out right now, man. It's crazy, but.
Oh yeah, in GameStop, look, I need to talk about my Stinko.
Hold on. Freakfight says, my Stinko, the asshole who almost sideswiped me on the interstate on my way home from work. Yeah, you have those from time to time. Anything else, Breakman, before we move on to Eric?
Just people be courteous to one another. Give each other space. Wash your hands when you get home, or when you're wherever you're going. Like if you do go to work, because there are some people that do have to go to work. Like we need grocery stores open. We need hospitals open and such like that. So just make sure you're being careful.
At my workplace, they're having check our temperature when we get in.
Yeah, that's good.
Today.
That's good. That's actually very smart. I don't think
I
it goes.
Know they made infrareds that could just it's a heat sensor built in, and then just zap you and then get your temperature from that from your forehead.
Yeah, and they can actually see too. Like there's even better technology where you can look like through a monitor and you can see. They probably don't have that, but
no.
But yeah,
it's just a little thing that you can. It's basically like a car speedometer, basically.
Yeah. Okay, Eric, go with your Stinko.
GameStop calls itself essential. Says the latest parts of GameStop pandemic plans have during government efforts to flatten the coronavirus COVID-19 curve involves a rollout of new policies and refusal to close stores when other retailers are temporarily shutting down for the sake of public health. The company issued 2 updates of its policies on Twitter on March 19th, 2020. In addition, Kotaku acquired a staff memo informing employees that it is an essential retail store that will remain open. The official response came in the form of 2 tweets. First went out in 150, or just about, PT, and went over 8 actions GameStop is taking during the pandemic. However, the second missive at 5:17 updated all these guidelines. Specific actions we've taken include instituting multiple social distancing practice in our stores, up to 10 people in the store, including store associates. Following CDC recommended guidelines to adopt in-store line management practices that creates a 6-foot parameter between customers and checkout lines. Reducing our store hours from operation to 12 to 8, which will be in place until Sunday, March 29th. So that's not even very long. Rolling out delivery to door service to allow customers to pick up their purchases at the front door of our U.S. store locations. Suspending temporarily our video game consumer electronics trade-in practices until further notice. Postponing all gaming events and midnight launch activities until further notice. Disabling security at all interactive gaming stations at our stores. So basically the kiosks are shut down.
Yeah.
And encouraging customers to leverage all our online e-commerce capabilities and direct deliveries to their homes from the warehouses of their stores.
Yeah, it's not enough, Eric.
Yeah, I went in the store on Tuesday to pick up my copy of La Milana because it was out.
Well, see, it is essential. Well, because you have to have it.
I need my La Milana.
Yeah.
But I would have rather them mailed it to me at that point.
Yeah.
And I actually reserved Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Honestly, Eric, would you...
that was before I found out that they tried to pass themselves off as an essential service.
Eric, let me ask you this.
I don't want to go through the trouble of going back there, risking infected. So
Eric,
I'm just going to let them have my money and I'll pick up my game.
Yeah. Eric, let me ask you this.
Especially since I don't live near another place I can pre-order a game.
Yeah. Eric, let me ask you this question. Would you have been upset if you received a call from GameStop saying, I know you ordered La Mulana and gave us the money for it. Do you want a refund, or do you want us to send it out, or do you want to wait until we open again to get it? Would that have been acceptable to you?
Before you answer that, let me say that it's okay to be upset about things. It's
Yes.
okay to be mad about things.
Yes.
Like right now, today is supposed to be the second day of the NCAA tournament. This is my favorite weekend of sports, and It's not happening.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks, and it's sad for a lot of
and
people.
all the anime movies I won't be able to see now.
Yeah, like their
At least
kids are not going to get another chance to play in a tournament, for instance.
I was looking forward to seeing Digimon Kizuna and binge watching the Tri series before it released.
Yeah.
And that's not happening.
Bernie and I
But
were.
we all have to understand that this is more important than games or
Yeah.
television or going out shopping, going to the beach, or any of that shit. You know,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
a life or death situation for a lot of people.
Bernie and I were talking. She works in.
And the people not necessarily. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting you,
That's
but
okay.
and the people who don't die of it, I mean, you're still gonna get
Yeah.
sick to varying degrees, and you could be fucking miserable. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Being sick isn't fun. I've been sick lots of days in my life. Flu, pneumonia, all this other shit that
Yeah.
it sucks. All of it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I'm
Bernie,
sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. Bernie and I
I wonder
were.
if I could try to negotiate them mailing it to me.
I'm sure you could, dude. I'm sure you could. But here's the thing.
But
like,
I don't know. I mean, by the 10th, will this situation have calmed down some anyway?
by the 10th, no, no way, dude. Like we're looking at least
We're
a
just
couple
starting to
months.
ramp up.
Yeah, it's looking like a couple months before things will settle down a little bit. But Bernie and I were talking. She works in the food industry. She works for, I guess you would consider it a fast food chain. But well, I'll just say she's a manager of Pizza Hut, right? And they have carry out and they have delivery, right? And her store is like kind of small, so she was weighing the pros and cons, and in my view, people like Bernie are absolute fucking heroes because they're going to work every day. They're risking their lives to help others, and I know it doesn't seem like that big of a deal that you getting delivery from Pizza Hut or going into the store or whatever, but she takes her job very seriously. But even she was kind of worried. She's like, maybe we really should shut down. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, we'd be okay on money, I think, but I think what you're doing is good, and I think other places like for instance like GameStop doesn't need to be open. All right, I talk about this all the time with GameStop. GameStop is a specialty store, and then one of the big problems that I have with GameStop is they are just that. They're supposed to be experts at one thing, video games, right? I know they have other shit in their stores like Funkos and little collectibles, but their main bread and butter is fucking video games. So your employees should know almost everything there is to know about video games, at least the major release dates, and they never do. The employees never do. Well, for the most part. I mean, there's some enthusiastic people that work there, but it's not essential. I don't need video games to survive. You know what I mean? Like I have other things. I can watch movies. I can take a walk. I can, there's a myriad of things that people can do other than buy video games. So no, video games is a non-essential, and you should shut your doors down immediately to help protect the kids that go in there that pass along those viruses to their parents and grandparents.
Best Buy gets a pass because they sell phones, and that's communication. So
yeah,
and computers.
I could see that as being okay. Walmart because they sell clothes and food and stuff like that, but these little bullshit places like GameStop, no way. It's not.
We
It's a
we sell
non-essential.
Funkos and games, mostly Funkos nowadays.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me get caught up on chat. The only reason I go to GameStop is to wait. I don't. Slagar says that. Yeah, no, for sure, man. Like, I don't.
if I had a Best Buy, I probably would have gone there instead.
Yeah,
But I don't. So.
Freak 5 makes a good point too. He says, yeah, because fuck the mail carrier. I mean, what else are we gonna do, man? I mean, it's either stay home and
Oh no, you didn't read what he said.
What did he say? I'm reading here.
Someone nearly ran the other person.
Oh, okay. And then he says, Frank, how is the coronavirus?
I thought he was saying that that when he said "fuck the mail carriers" because we were talking about having shit delivered.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We don't want to infect other people, but we were saying "fuck the mail." Basically, the mail carriers. Who cares if they get infected?
Yeah, no, I do care about that.
too. But that's kind of the attitude that I think a lot of people aren't thinking about. They aren't thinking about those people.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that like.
Yeah,
I just
should
brought
I
up.
be using Grubhub this weekend?
See, that's the thing. I say yes, Eric, because those people need money. Like the federal government is sending everybody $600 to $1,200 fucking dollars. Period. So, I mean, we're all in that category of $600 to $1,200. So whether you get 600
Wait,
or 1,200,
is that separate from tax returns?
yes, separate. It's a stimulus package. So. You know, they're trying to do that, but that's all going to be eaten up by rent and mortgage and bills.
I know, like they want to get people out shopping and stuff, but that money is going to have to go to bills.
Yeah, and
or food. I mean, it's not going to go to like televisions and computers and stuff like that.
Like I don't even think Bernie's plan is enough. He wants to send everybody
I'll take that money. I'll buy myself an Xbox One X or something.
Well, okay, but I mean, here's the thing. Bernie's plan doesn't go far enough. I don't think he wants to send every household $2,000, which might pay a mortgage and a couple of the bills for 1 month, but what happens after the next month? That's the problem. Someone else, I don't know who it was, but they proposed sending every household $10,000, which sounds like a ton of fucking money, but when you put it in perspective, the government just gave the stock markets $2 trillion to kind of stem the tide of how the stock market's crashing. And I'm like, if they can fucking do that, they can give everybody $10,000. Every household $10,000. Take a walk. Fuck, Frank fell down. How dare you, Slagar? You're exiled, you son of a bitch.
Freak 5 says, it sounds like the stimulus check is coming out of your refund next year. So, yeah, I wouldn't put it past them for them to, like, not give me a refund.
Oh, man,
I'll
that would
probably
be...
owe the money.
That would be some...
Like next year, we're definitely going to have to pay them back after this. I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
Freak also says, Frank, how's the coronavirus affecting your Kickstarter money?
How dare you? How dare you, Freak 5? Y'all are a bunch of assholes.
So if we have to pay them next year, should I just mail the check back to them? Says no, you can keep it.
We're so famous. We got bots in chat now. Viramagev Videv. Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers on followandbot.com. So there you go.
I'll take turns trying to pronounce that name. Vermagamadev.
Yeah. Exactly. Freakbite says, you know what will kick-start the economy after the pandemic ends? Make recreational weed legal nationwide. Yeah, exactly. Slagar says Slagar bots. Yeah. So, yeah, that's not a very good thing by GameStop for sure. Eric, I disagree with them staying open. It's a non-essential.
But
actually, wouldn't it make more sense to give people weed now because you want people to stay home?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
man.
High, they
I'm just like I'm thinking like don't. Isn't that what you do when you get high? Right?
But no, shit, I go everywhere, dude. You have no idea.
Never mind.
I
thought like that's all the stoner movies. Like it's like you get high and then you sit on the couch.
Here's the thing. Like I have an extremely high tolerance break, man. So like it doesn't matter if I'm out and about or at home. Like it's the same for me either way. It helps me mentally, a little bit physically, especially when I smoke CBD. When I smoke CBD, like you can buy CBD like almost anywhere here now. I don't know how it is there. You should be able to buy CBD. It's legal in the entirety of the United States, but CBD just makes you feel good, man. It really does. It really does make you feel good. I'm looking at my supply. Like
so that stimulus check. It sounds like the best use of it I could put it towards is to invest it in stocks and then sell at the end of the year.
Yeah, that's actually not a terrible idea. But you know what I was thinking about buying is Corona beer, because it's like their stock went down with the coronavirus because people are idiots and think that you can get the coronavirus by drinking Corona beer. But that stock has to go up, right? Eventually, after all this shit settles down, like it's got to go up. I would say. I don't know, but I don't like gambling money like that, So whatever.
That's a lot of money, and you're right. It is gambling.
Yeah.
Like the government wants
I'll gamble with the
betting to be
government's
illegal,
money.
stock markets.
Yeah.
So,
Apparently it's not legal in Iowa because Freak 5 says Iowa's been cracking down on CBD. I don't know why, man. CBD is non-psychoactive. Like there is nothing.
well,
Ohio has medical dispensaries, but
look
no
at the
recreation.
leadership that's come from Iowa.
Yeah.
And that kind of gives you an example of what's going on there.
Yeah. Well, I'll get into election fuckery too. There was probably some election fuckery all over the place, but I might as well get into it since it's my turn on Stinkos. But people are gonna think that I'm being a bitch for saying this, and I really don't care. But I think I thought 2016. I had a good inkling that 2016 was rigged pretty hard for Hillary Clinton. And I'm almost like I'm 99.9% sure that this election was rigged for the primary election was rigged for Biden this time around because like the United Nations basically does investigations of elections if the exit polls and the actual results are way out of whack, right? So the exit polls have about a 5 to 7% variance, and if you go over that, then the UN is supposed to be called in to like kind of see what's going on. Like a lot of the places, like I think Iowa was one, but there were some more really egregious ones where the exit polls were showing that Bernie was up by 14 points, and then all of a sudden Biden comes in and wins by like 20. And that was too big of a swing to like think that there wasn't some election fraud going on. So I'm hoping that the UN goes in and does. And by the way, Bernie still has a good chance to win. I know people are saying that Biden is going to be the nominee, but Obama was worse off after Super Tuesday and Super Tuesday 2 than what Bernie is right now. So I'm not really worried. And by the way, Bernie's the only one showing any kind of leadership right now by having his online talks and his ideas for getting people help right away and stuff like that. Basically everything he's been saying all along. Slager's on a beer run. Good luck with that, man. So that's my first stinko was election fuckery. I really think Bernie is getting really screwed by the DNC and he's been kicking everybody's ass in all these places, and now all of a sudden fucking Biden is winning. It just doesn't make any sense. The other thing is, and this is probably more important right now, I think there are 4 representatives, congressional representatives or senators that should be in jail right now pending in an investigation. I'm talking about Dianne Feinstein out of California, Inouye, I forgot where he's from, Burr, I think his name is it Richard Burr? The guy that got caught selling his stocks and stuff like that. And there was Loeffler, the Republican Senator Loeffler. She's another beauty. Those 4 senators should be investigated, and I would put them in jail right now because they did insider trading. And the reason that we know that is because isn't it funny that about a week before the coronavirus hits the United States hard, these motherfuckers are selling their goddamn stocks. Did I lose you guys? Are you guys still here?
No, we're here.
Okay. We probably
Or at
lost.
least I'm here. I don't know what break.
Yeah, break is here. Let's try to get break back in. So yeah, there were 4 senators / representatives from Congress that decided that you can just sell your stocks before. So that's my stinko. Is those guys and gals that decided to do a little bit of inside trading. So those are my stinkos. Eric, what do you think about that bullshit? Did you hear about that, Eric?
Yeah.
I mean,
Pretty scummy.
Don't you think it's like super scummy? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I think it's just awful. Apparently, Breakman needs to update his Skype or something. I don't know, but we'll hold off on that. Uh, let's move on to our sweetos.
Dude, what does my tattoo say?
Sweet of the week.
Yeah, hold on. Before you get to yours, Eric, your sweeto, Slagar says scummy, illegal. It is definitely illegal, Slagar. And I don't want to be one of these guys that just says lock them up, like without evidence and stuff. But isn't the evidence right in front of our faces right now? Like, honestly, like, it's just so stupid. It's so blatant. Like, I don't know. I just don't know what to think about that whole thing. All right, Eric, your sweeto of the week.
My sweeto would be I don't have one this week.
Okay, I do. I have. I talked.
Well, I don't know. I guess maybe I can because
You get to interrupt Frank.
because it's yes, that's one of my sweetos, but
you guys are exiles.
but
son of
it's related
bitches.
to the GameStop thing because like the day after they tried to claim it itself as a social service, several more stores closed down, notably in California.
Well, yeah, all of California's on lockdown, man. That's the reason. Like they didn't have a choice.
No, the store's like closed. Period. Ain't open it again.
Oh, really? Wow. Well, I mean, GameStop's on its way out, man. I don't think Reggie can save that sinking boat, man. At this point,
The only thing he can do is maybe convince them to go to an online only like service model.
Well, if anybody can fix game,
And he's
Stop.
only on the board of
It's
directors.
Reggie's
He's
specific.
not part of management.
hey,
hey,
He can only convince management to do good things.
Yeah.
And hopefully they will. But they
Yeah.
probably won't because they're
Doubtful.
stupid.
Doubtful. Their management is awful. Before we get into more sweetos, did you happen to hear my Stinko's break, man? I kind of wanted to get you in on the
I heard part of it before my, shit went to shit.
yeah the
My shit
congressional
went to total shit.
the congressional insider trading. Did you hear any of that?
No, I did not hear that.
Okay.
I heard about it and I did read about it, but
Yeah.
I-
So what are your thoughts, man? There's 4 senators. It's so, to me, you know what it looks like to me, Breakman?
Yeah, Feinstein, Barr, and I forget the other one.
Burr, Feinstein, Inouye, and Loeffler. So to me, it looks like it's not a Republican-Democrat thing. Like Democrats right now are all over Senator Burr for his transgressions and Loeffler, but Feinstein did it and Inouye did it. So it's not a bipartisan thing. It's definitely a congressional thing. So I want to say just lock these motherfuckers up right now and do an investigation, and then find out what the hell is going on. Mrs. Freak Sweeto is Animal Crossing came out today. Yeah, it's a great game.
And your stinko isn't that you lose control of the television?
Exactly. So I just wanted to get your thoughts, Breakman. Like, what do you think? Like, I
think these people are. What are we shocked about here?
We're not shocked. I'm not shocked, but what I'm saying is, I say we put them in jail right now pending an investigation. That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to start putting people in jail without investigating, but we do need to heavily investigate these people, and they need to be treated like they need to be treated like everybody else. We can't be the politicians have been getting. They've been getting the sweet end of the deals as far as how they get treated. The only way they ever get punished is if they screw over other politicians.
Yeah.
They don't. They can screw the people over all they want, and they never get punished for it. They retire with sweet packages and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're in an investigation like this, in the middle of a pandemic, maybe you should quit, resign. I'm just saying. You can always run for re-election.
I agree, man. And besides the fact, like, people like Feinstein, they need to fucking go anyway. She's like fucking 80 some odd years old, like literally, like been there, like, for how long now, man? Like, it's just, there should be term limits. We talk about it all the time, Breakman, Look, Slagar said something very, very, very poignant. He says, probable cause would put me in jail, so why doesn't it apply to them? It's like, I agree with you 100%, Slagar. That's what I was saying. Like, I honestly think they do have probable cause.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, maybe you are right.
Yeah.
Maybe they should be in jail then. It just, I am sick of politicians and basically rich and famous all getting special treatment and being able to get away with things that the rest of us would be heavily punished for.
You know what's stupid is Loeffler was on Fox saying that there was nothing wrong with what she did because she has people handle that for her. And it's like, how coincidental it is that you have a meeting that's telling you all this information about coronavirus, and then all of a sudden your handlers decide to sell $1.5 million worth of stock. You know, and by the way, she's worth about $500 million. She's one of the richest people in Congress. So, I mean, this type of shit goes on all the time, and I think now we just got a very good glimpse as to what really happens. Like, our politicians are corrupt as fuck, and it's not a huge logical leap to say that the elections are fucking rigged too. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like Bernie Sanders or not, I mean, you have to take a long look at the fucking election process, even in the primaries.
Do you want to talk about how Comcast suspended the data caps? It's like, they're only doing this arbitrarily, so it's a big crock of shit that the data caps even exist.
Yeah, we're still talking about the senators, because I wanted to say, like, Burr, for instance, you know, he had that private conference for all of his constituents, or I shouldn't say all of his constituents,
his donors,
yeah,
his
and
bribers.
He let them know that you know, this is big news. Like, this coronavirus is dangerous. Like, people should be warned. And then he gets on television and downplays all of it.
Yeah,
that alone should be a criminal offense.
Yeah, Slegard brings up another good point. He says same thing that Martha Stewart said. It wasn't me. It was my people. You know, you can't get away with that. You know, it's bullshit. But I'm
not sure how she didn't get away with it with all the money she had and power. Like, who did she screw? I'd still bang Martha.
Oh God, Slagar. Something's wrong with you, Slagar. No. Unless you're doing it for money. I can understand that, man. But come on, man. Martha Stewart. Ugh. Anyways,
don't judge me. I mean him.
Yeah, we we need to move on to Sweetos. We're running out of time. So I didn't see a Sweeto for you, Eric. Breakman.
My Sweeto goes to a lot of people are. Well, I shouldn't say this is my Sweeto. A lot of people are out of work right now, and you know it sucks, and people are losing their jobs and stuff like that. But my Sweeto goes to my company is doing everything it can to make sure people still work, still have jobs, and I'm working from home.
Yeah,
so
that's great.
I'm still working, so
that's really good.
I still have to go to my job.
Yeah.
I went into I've been working from home for most of the week, but I went in today to get some more supplies. Like I'm getting the whole setup at home.
That's good, man. Just stay at home, dude, as much as you can. That way you don't get sick.
That reminds me, like, how are churches handling church service?
Oh, awfully. I saw
some have been doing it online. Like there's the one by the big church in this city it's really close to me. Like it's got thousands of people to go to it, but they're doing it online. So
my sister sent her kid. I mean, her son goes to a Catholic school, and I guess my niece will go there when she's old enough too. But I guess they're doing school through online, so I guess I'll do church the same way.
A lot of the evangelical...
Some of them. I'm not saying that all of them are, because we know a lot of them are just like, let's ignore it. We're still going.
Yeah, no, a lot of the evangelical ones are doing the opposite. Let's shake hands and hug and, you know, give everybody the virus. Why not?
Let's never mind what a church is supposed to be is a service. Like you could do church at home on your own. It's just it's a thing people did because they like the community aspect.
Yeah. Well, there's plenty of other things.
But like, there's things that are more important in the community. Like, how about preserving the community by not trying to get each other sick?
There's plenty of other things more important than religion, like everything else. That's how I feel about it. But whatever. So yeah, there's that going on. But I'm really happy for you, Break. I mean, that's your company's. I mean, I don't want to give away your company, man, but they're doing a great job. They should be commended for that, you know? So, oh, shit, we lost Breakman again. Let me see. Let me see if I can get Break back in, man. I don't know what the hell's going on here. His computer, man. His computer just gives him all kinds of problems. All right, so I think you kind of did your Sweeto, Eric. So I'll unless you have anything else that you want to bring up.
Nothing else.
Okay, I got a couple of Sweetos. Well, one in particular, but I'm getting it. Probably it's in my mailbox right now, but I don't know if you guys can see this. But it's this gelatinous cube Funko Pop, man. And I mean, those that played D&D, they know what I'm talking about with this. Do we have you back, Breakman?
Yes.
Yes, cool. Right on.
Okay.
But I was just talking about my Sweeto, man. I thought this was really cool. I picked up the other D&D ones. There's a Mind Flayer, which is really cool. Asmodeus looks really cool, which is me, so I'm glad that they based that on me. And then I don't know what the other one is. It's a real famous D&D character, but I never dealt with that character. I think it's like, I don't know what they call him, but anyways, so they have this
Bill.
special.
They call him Bill.
Yeah, it's Phil. That's what it is. Dungeons and Dragons gelatinous cube, and I've run into gelatinous cubes in Dungeons and Dragons, so I thought it was really cool and very detailed. And if people don't know what a gelatinous cube, it's just basically this big square slime that if it gets you, it'll dissolve you within a certain amount of turns. But I just thought it was really cute and cool. So, Freakfight says, my dumbass grandfather went to church last week and was interviewed by a news station. He told them he is old. If he gets it, he gets it. Jesus Christ, man. What a dumbass.
Yeah, you don't even understand you could get other people sick.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not about... That's what I was talking to Bernie, because she was kind of confused about the whole thing, you know. And it's not so much about you getting sick. It's about you getting sick and passing it to 5 other people and getting them sick, you know. It's like...
And not just about that. It's about the future, too. Like,
yeah.
We take flu shots, or at least we're supposed to, you know.
Yeah.
And of course, there's anti-vaxxers, stuff like that.
Yeah.
In the future, we're going to be taking corona shots unless we fucking deal with this now. You know, this isn't going to be something that just kills however many people it kills this year. This is going to be something that's going to be coming back year after year and killing people year after year unless we do something.
Yeah.
Which some people are and others aren't taking it fucking seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, some good news came in from, like, I guess Melbourne is ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Solution.
Yeah. Wyland says you got Kevin Bacon again, Breakman.
I don't get that reference.
I do, because he like talked shit about Kevin Bacon last week, and then all of a sudden
I didn't talk shit about Kevin Bacon. I love Kevin Bacon. I criticized Hollow Man, and then I criticized Footloose because I didn't like even one of those.
Don't say
Kevin Bacon.
Don't say it.
She's Having a Baby. I love that movie. He was in X-Men First Class. He's been in a lot of stuff. Why can't I?
Meta Freak, thanks for joining, man.
Tremors. I love fucking Tremors, man.
He's the Wizard.
like, don't curse me, Kevin Bacon. I love you.
You're already cursed, dude. So you must have been talking shit about Kevin Bacon during the week, or
wasn't he in Tremors as well?
Yeah, that's what he said.
I said. I wasn't talking trash about you, Kevin Bacon. It was just those couple movies.
Did either of you guys play Dungeons and Dragons at all?
We were talking about how good the
only role-playing game I've ever played was a small, brief period that I played Cyberpunk with my brother.
Wyland says you're walking on thin ice, Break.
I'm sorry, Kevin.
You better pray to the Kevin Bacon gods, man.
No, I gotta go pray to Kevin Bacon.
And Hollow Man, and regret what you said about
that. He doesn't give you the coronavirus.
Slagar says yes, D&D. Hey, Slagar, you ever run into a gelatinous cube? That's my question for the day. Gelatinous, because if you have, you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to show it on screen again. I know I did before, but
is the solution to this thing just to set it on fire?
Yes. Well, there's more to it than just that, but yeah, you gotta for a gelatinous cube, you just pretty much use fire to get away. It's a little more advanced than a regular slime, but yeah, that's
or like freezing nice and then like chopping up them bits.
No, it's fire. Fire's what I remember. I don't know if you could get away with freezing it, but fire for sure. But yeah, that's the thing. So I thought it was really fun and cool, and you know I almost completed my Funko collection, guys. Like I was telling Bernie, like I only have like 12 12 more 12 more horror ones that I want. Like I want a Godzilla one, King Kong, and a few others. But once I finish off that collection, my Funko collection is pretty complete unless anything really super new and horrific comes out. Like I just got Cthulhu the other day, and that was one of the ones that I needed. So 12 more, and my Funko collection will be pretty much complete. I don't have anything more. I mean, I'm looking at it now. I got all the Pennywises I can handle. All the main horror characters that I like. I got the Iron Maiden ones. I got the Dungeons and Dragons ones. So there's nothing else for. I even got like Gizmo in a car, and I got. You guys will get a kick out of this. I got. What's that Michael J. Fox werewolf movie?
So Brakeman needs to do the Kevin Bacon Creed, which is like the Apostles' Creed, but it's about Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. Slagar says, yes, stupid things chased you. Yeah. I think we lost. Oh, no, we didn't lose Brakeman. Good. Whew. I thought we lost Brakeman for a second
No,
there.
I'm right here. I'm right here. I just muted myself.
Yeah. So, all right. All right. I got a real quick question in our free-for-all.
It's a free-for-all. Little baby. Yeah, it's a free-for-all.
Yeah, Wyland says Teen Wolf. I couldn't remember Wyland. You know why? Because every time I think of Teen Wolf, I think of that series on MTV, and I liked it quite a bit, but I don't associate.
Wait, wasn't that Michael J. Fox?
Yes, that's what I said.
Just don't think of Teen Wolf 2.
Yeah, no, Teen Wolf 2.
There's a 2?
Yes, and it's horrible.
No, there's not.
There isn't.
Don't think about it. Just don't think
There's
about
a
it.
thing called 2, but it's not.
Yeah.
Right.
But I have the Funko of Teen Wolf, the original. So there you go. All right, my free for all this week is really quick hitter, guys. I got a couple of quick questions. What game do you regret never playing? And also, what game do you regret playing too much of? It's similar to what we had last
I never
week.
played it. How can I regret it?
Right,
never
The
getting
pile of
to
shame,
it.
maybe. Like there's
Yeah.
games you've ever bought that you never got to play.
Yeah,
never
like-
had a chance to play.
You know, there's certain games that a lot of people like that generally are like that you never got a chance to play. Things like that, you know. So I'm gonna ask
Like
you,
there's
Brakeman.
always a pile of shame. Like I'm sorry, you were about to ask me.
No, I was.
You're about to ask one of us, aren't you?
No, I was gonna ask you those questions first, Brakeman.
Okay. Okay, let me see. Like I can think of pile of shame games. Like a game I really loved was The Suffering, and I got The Suffering too, but I never had a chance to play.
See, there's that. That's what I'm saying. Like games like that.
So I've got a lot of games in my backlog.
And it's like, yeah, you know, it's so old. Like it was that original Xbox game, I think. Like I don't want to go back and play like an original Xbox game.
Just watch the playthrough, man. Let's see. What game do you regret playing too much of then, Brakeman?
Well, I was still thinking of other games I regret not getting to play because, you know, I didn't have access to all the video game systems and stuff like that. So I'd look at like the magazines when I was standing in Kroger and, you know, stop buying them. Like, you know, what was this? Game Informer and Game Pro and EGM, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I regret not buying Rule of Rose when it was new because it goes to a ridiculous price nowadays.
Yeah. Slagar says too much of the Commodore 64 Load Runner. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Something like that, you know. All right, so.
Okay, too much of, I say. Well, and I was thinking of games I didn't get to play, like TurboGrafx games, which is one reason I was looking forward to the TurboGrafx Mini. I've only gotten to play a couple of those games, and I've seen them in magazines and like.
I also regret not playing Haunting Ground too.
Ooh,
if he didn't play so much Halo, he would have played those other games.
Wyland hit the nail on the head, man.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say I played too much Halo.
You would have had a PlayStation 4 by now if you had not played too much Halo.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that's true. I've spent less money because I've just played one game or one series. I'd say a game like I played way too much of. When I was younger, probably Gauntlet 2. Like that shit ton, and you know, I didn't realize it at first, but after a while, like you realize, oh, these levels are all repeating. I thought when I'd get to 100, like there'd be something different, but no, it's just oh these. This is
Yeah.
just the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right,
Yeah.
Eric, real quick.
Let's see
You got more?
here. Fallout series, obviously the Halo.
I was gonna
series,
say
I'm playing a lot of
Fallout.
that. Yeah, when people think like when my friends talk about like what games I love, they always say Fallout. Like okay, I always have
Probably an unhealthy amount of Gauntlet Dark Legacy.
Ooh, yeah, that's an underrated game. I think it's not a great game, but yeah, okay. All right. What else, Breakman? Before we move on to Eric.
Well, no, I mean he can do.
I already
some
said
more
mine.
Okay.
That's it? Oh. Well, I'm gonna think of some more. What do you think of some?
Okay. For me,
Frank.
what game do I regret never playing? There's a recent one that you guys are gonna be shocked. Like I played like literally like a few minutes of, and I haven't gotten back to it. I'm almost embarrassed to
Breath of
say
Wild?
this. No, I played more Breath of the Wild than this game. I'm gonna tell you, and it's gonna shock everybody. Dragon Quest 11, man. I have not. I played like literally like a few minutes of that game, and I haven't gotten back to it. But I do plan on playing it.
You are a poser. For shame. For shame.
No,
Shame
it is.
on you.
It
You
is
gotta take his
shameful.
Dragon Quest card away.
It is shameful. It's shameful, but in my defense, I will have you know that I beat more games last year and going on into this year than any other time in my history of playing video games.
Were any of those games called Dragon Quest?
How dare you?
You poser! Poser!
How dare you? How dare you, sir?
Shame!
I will.
Shame.
I promise you, I will rectify that this year. That game is getting beat because it's on my short list of games that I gotta beat before PlayStation 5. Let's see. What game do you regret playing too much of? Skyrim. Skyrim for sure. Grand Theft Auto 3. Like I played a ridiculous amount, and I never beat that game, which is the other stupid thing.
That was the same thing for me with Grand Theft Auto 3 and San Andreas. I played shit tons of those, but never finished them.
Yeah.
Because it always came down to some mission like I could never get through,
Yeah.
and you needed to get that mission to be able to finish it to the next mission. You know,
Yeah.
whatever.
You know, another one that I played like way longer than I should have was Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy
Right.
X. I played the
Right.
shit out of like that. Those
That's
the
a
spear
good game.
grids were so addicting in
I
those
know.
games. But
The only thing was terrible in that game was when you had to do those cloister of trials. Like, God damn, I
oh
hated it
yeah, yeah,
much.
man, yeah, for
Uh,
sure.
I found another game I played way too much of, and yeah, I could definitely.
Slagar says he's never
my life
played
back for.
a single Halo. Yeah, you're missing some.
Here's a game I
Slagar.
probably played way too much of. Dragon Quest 9.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good game. I was gonna say WoW. I played way too much WoW, and have
Yeah.
nothing to show for it.
Don't you, I think I remember you telling me on the show you played way too much Final Fantasy A2 or something.
Who,
for the
me?
DS. Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh,
Like, I think-
oh yeah, the tactics games. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
I've played a shit ton of all the tactics. I've played them through twice each. At least.
Slagar says that damn Tony Hawk game. No one finished that. Just fucked around smashing shit. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I love Tony Hawk. The first few games, like I love them, but then by the fourth game, you're starting over again.
Yeah,
Nobody
Once you
want.
play Tony
Nobody.
Hawk for a while, you've become
Yeah.
a badass, you know, and
Yeah.
you've got all these stats in your character. But then every new game, you have to completely start over,
Yeah.
and then yeah.
Everybody remembers how bad Tony Hawk 5 was, though.
I got a good question for next week, guys. Think about this, and I'll mark this down for next week. What about a game you regret playing? Period. Like just a game that you just look back and you're like, ugh. Think about that. We're gonna do that next week. So,
I can already tell you the answer to that one.
nope, don't tell me the answer. You keep it for next week. All right, guys, let's do our plugs. We got to get out of here. Thanks everybody for sticking with us. You know, if things go on shutdown, like Breakman, if your job shuts shit down eventually, then maybe we could do an extra show or two during the week. You know, so I mean, I'm sure none of us are going to be doing much if we all get shut down, right? So.
Right.
That'd be kind of cool. But let's do our plugs. Let's start with you, Breakman.
You can follow me at break_man or at RPGrinders, where you can ask us a question, like the one I read earlier for Dear Breakman, and the next one I'll be reading next week, which I love
next
so
week,
much.
Next week you got a doozy, don't you?
Yeah, what'd you
Breakman?
say? It's a loaded question.
It is definitely a loaded question,
Yes.
for sure. Okay, is that it, Break?
I feel like I'm forgetting something. No, I guess not.
Okay. All right, Eric, you're next.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Anyways, you can find sites I write reviews for, such as BostonBastBrigade.com, TotallyGN.com, VogNetwork.com. And if you like what I've written and you want to support me, sending me as little as $1 a month would help on my Patreon, which is in my Twitter profile, which is at EricRPG.
Okay.
And that's all I really have to say. And wash your hands, stay safe, don't go. Minimize your time going out.
Yeah. Stay home, listen to the Grinders. You know, we'll get you
I'm
through
gonna
them.
get some gas tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about filling my tank completely up later.
Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. If I'm not sick next week, which I'm starting to get sick, I'm planning on doing a GDP next week, so that would be, I think, kind of fun for everybody. So there you go. Maybe I could even do it on a Saturday. Let me know on Twitter at Frank Branches if you want me to do a GDP, on Friday after the show, or maybe Saturday during the day, or something like that. All right, thanks to everybody in chat. I think our good friend Freak5 was in there, Electrical Longboard, our good friend Wyland, and our good friend Slagar's in chat. Thank you guys so much for being supporters of the show. We really, really do appreciate it. You guys help us a lot, more than you know. If you want to be here, just join us every Friday, 7 Eastern Time on twitch.tv/RPGrinders, and then search RPGrinders on YouTube. And join the Twitch chat. We have a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys can be here during the live show. Let's see what else. Like I said, stay home if you can. This fire's got everybody down, but hopefully it doesn't bring RP Grinders down, because I'll be here as long as I can, and I know these guys will too. And if people aren't sick during the week and stuff like that, we might do spontaneous shows, so we'll see. It just depends. All right.
If we do, I'll let you know on Twitter. Definitely.
Yeah, make sure you watch a movie called Snatchers. It's fun. It's really, really fun. It's it has kind of an Evil Dead vibe to it, I guess. It's the best way I can put it, man. It's really, really fun. You guys will really get a kick out of that. All right, that's all I got. Stay safe this weekend. We want to see you all here back next week. Till then, stay safe. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Oh, maybe I forgot this.
Always ruining the outro, you son of a bitch.
Make sure you watch that one.
Yeah, watch that harmonica and that cowbell, you son of a bitch.
I'm recording the outro. I'm helping. I mean, this is not a
Disinfect.
It's the best disinfectant.
Dare you. You're the worst harmonica player ever, Breakman. Jesus Christ.
No, I'm not Mick Jagger. I'm not Huey Lewis. That's for sure. I'm not Tom Petty.
You are I'm trying to think now of like the worst musician ever. You are check this out. You are the Adam Sandler of harmonicas, Breakman. Just think about that.
I'm gonna be thinking about that for a while.
I think he played the harmonica once.
What key do I got on harmonica? There's keys.
There's keys keys. What are keys in his world playing harmonica, man? All right, everybody out there in Chatland, thank you guys so much. You guys know where to get a hold of us. I didn't even plug my Twitter or anything like that. Sons of bitches. Anyways, all right, guys, take care. Later, everybody.